Okay, that's connected now. It should be fine. No, it's just I had to download
Fired.
files.
Who unplugged it?
I think I did.
Fired.
Fucking
Yeah,
asshole.
I'm pretty sure I did.
Nobody left.
Actually, yeah, I had to on Monday.
Chuck, it's just me and you.
Yep. That's all we're gonna do. What the hell? Why do you have so much more stuff than I have? Oh, I don't want to see that.
What the fuck are you doing?
Jesus.
God.
Hey, everybody. Sorry we're a little late.
There we go.
Josh was tugging on some things, and
Honking
it
on
came
Bobo.
undone.
Honking on Bobo.
Just tugging on some stuff in the corner here.
Yep.
And we didn't have sound for a little bit, but that's going to be a good way to start our YouTube video on the internet.
The old
I'm sure the clicks will just keep on coming.
mice hunting.
We'd like to thank our dozens of listeners and YouTube subscribers.
They're going up.
Good evening. Details by like, have we hit 1,000 yet?
Not yet. My mom said she subscribed the other day, though.
Oh,
Plus one.
Next is Corey's grandma.
Plus one. I can make it happen.
Subscribe to Grandson's podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Josh got that fresh fade. You ain't kidding, man. That's a
Yeah, I had to
fade.
get it done before the old Thanksgiving.
What's that, a 1-2? Oh, I
Zero.
got to get my hair cut.
I go
Yeah,
zero.
I'm trying to
That's
get cut up
skin.
before, what do you call it, before Vegas.
I'm trying to get cut, man.
Oh,
I gotta,
jeez, yeah.
Make
I
sure
got to text my boy right now.
everything
Yeah.
feels nice and tight.
Yeah, the great thing is I get in touch with Jake. Shouts to Jake.
Shake the battle.
Street Heat Jake. Drifter
Street heat.
Jake.
Yep.
Man of the people.
Man of the peeps.
I can book my appointments ahead of time, so I just try to do that. I figured, you know what? This is the week before Thanksgiving. Next week's going to be no way I'll be able to get in there. So
I'm trying to get in there
I'm sure that's when I'm going to wait till.
on Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah.
I'm trying to roll in on Thanksgiving Day. Maybe
Get that-
Corey and I can get a twofer.
quick fade in a turkey. What?
What's up? Oh, shook with the thanks for giving me a haircut joke.
I don't even know what he's talking about.
Dun, 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 dun.
We need you to have a microphone.
No, I have a great one. I left my laptop charger here. I was looking for it.
What do you need?
Is it? Is it?
I figure we're live. I'm gonna go look for
Is
my
it-
laptop charger real quick.
Is it a Dell? Is that it?
A Dell?
Rolling in the deep.
What?
Is that my Dell charger?
No, but this one will work.
Oh, is that my?
I'm just going to plug it in now.
Yeah, we're just stealing.
Oh, I think that's
That's way better
my.
than
I think that's one for this,
I'm just gonna use
or
it
a
just for right
secondary
now.
one. Is it Type C? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Do you want
Yeah.
mine? Mine's plugged in.
No, it's fine. I just
Yeah.
plug in this.
I was gonna. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right. Ready to go?
That's fine.
A
Yeah, that
Dell?
works. I think so. Yeah, we
Flogging
might
from
as
the
well get
deep
this
or
moving.
whatever.
Rolling in the deep.
You ready, Shook?
I like the Hello from the Other Side or whatever it is. That song.
You like it? Huh?
No. Just like the plays off of it.
Oh,
How's it
okay,
go?
Yeah.
Oh, the.
Hello from the other side.
I can feel it. I can't hear it in my
You can
head.
feel it coming in there tonight.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Hold on, let me cue my
Hold on.
drums. All right,
Gravity
let's
always
get
brings
this.
it back down.
Let's
Yep.
get this fucking moving. That gravity's a son of a bitch. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I am Josh Garcia, and this is the Revival Motoring Podcast. As always, I'm joined by Chuck Who
Hey.
and Corey.si.
Hello again.
In our guest chair today, we have my friend, Mr. Sammy Scene Points.
Howdy, y'all.
He's going to hang out with us, cover some stuff, talk about what's going on in his life. And then we also have men in the old computers and the discords and the tickling the ivories, Mr. Old Watery Eyes himself.
I might.
Fucking
what?
Perfect.
Shooky.
Lux, this is Revival Late Night.
Revival
Starting
late
this
night.
late.
Revival
Skinemax.
compressed episode.
Revival Nights.
Blurry vision.
This is going to be compressed. You see the amount of notes I have.
I know.
I haven't brought a deep thought.
Before this gets going, this episode is brought to you by you, all of the listeners, everybody who is out there and supports Revival Motoring and all the stuff we do, whether it's our podcast, the Circle Jerks, Topics Under the Stairs, Talking Motorcycles, the YouTube channel, the magazine, all that good stuff. All of you help keep the lights on in this goddamn studio. So, with that said, visit revivalmotoring.com. We currently have the pre-order for the next issue of the magazine up and out right now. I think you got like 24 hours or so
You better
before
get
that
ass in gear.
disappears. So if you have been hesitant, now is the time. There's also some T-shirts, all that sort of stuff. And then, of course, the stuff we will talk about later, the B4B, PayPal, all of that. So let's get right into it.
Listeners like you.
Let's do this.
If you'd like to leave a callback number, press 2.
Oh, yeah.
Call
What do you got
us.
over there?
Jinx. My daughter's all about saying jinx now.
Oh yeah.
All
Did
the
she
time.
did she follow up with you owe me a Coke?
You
Or
better get a lot of Coke,
and
man.
she's like, "Can you? What if people do things at the same time? Can I do jinx?" And I was like, "I guess." And then we're both eating, and I'm like, "No. I take that.
No.
That ruling's coming off
you're
the board."
breathing, you owe me a Coke.
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that
So
would be-
big jinx family right now.
Big Jinx family.
Big jinx thing.
Jinx was a good little docu-series.
The jinx. Yeah, that's how she got it.
That's how
she
she
was
got
watching
it?
that.
She's
Yeah,
a big fan of him?
Big fan. Big
Yeah.
fan. Bummer. She's real bummed out. So we have callbacks. Josh is looking mysteriously at his computer.
I'm doing last-minute calculations.
Okay, Josh is doing calculations. Let me get this party going. Okay, I want to include that one besides Josh. Oh, very important. Top of the hour. Katie Designs Ocean State Dubs Toy Drive this Sunday
Yeah.
here at Revival Motoring Headquarters. To the left side, though, at Katie's spot. But we'll be here most of the day. It is from 9 to 4. And that is you bring a new unwrapped toy or toys, you cheap bastard.
Yeah.
And donate, and they fill a truck up with toys, bring it to some local charities. It's beautiful. And if you do not have the means, you're afraid of the Rona, whatever, you're not going to buy your own toys, you can send some PayPal money to info@kddesigns.biz. That's biz, like in business, but with a Z. At the PayPal. And he is going out Saturday, and he's going to load his truck up with toys. So, yeah, we'll be here. It's a fun time. For us, it's the last event of the season, especially when a last event where you're going to have, like, nice summery cars out. We'll have some shit beater meats for sure.
Oh, for sure.
Some donut meats.
Come freeze your dick off.
Yeah,
I mean,
freeze your dick off
The
meats
old
over here.
Meat beater meats.
And we'll definitely have those, but this is the best event before that. It looks like the weekend is going to be perfect, and I say that without looking at the weather at all.
I looked at it.
Yep.
It looks clear,
Clear.
cool,
Yep.
but sunny.
Brisk.
Nice.
I believe is the...
Brisk is actually a good way.
Yeah,
I'm a big
refreshing.
fan of brisk.
It'll be a refreshing day.
The
Wear
liquid?
a jacket.
The tea and the weather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the
Weather,
wording.
yeah, Tina,
Yeah.
man.
But yeah, we'll be here most of the day, 9 to 4. That's here. What's the address at this place?
101
Dexter Drive.
Dexter Road.
Dexter Road,
I was
East
just hesitant
Providence,
because
Rhode
we've
Island.
never actually
You
said
know,
it on air.
This is your building, right?
Yeah. Very
Yeah,
aware.
so 101 Dexter Road, East Providence, Rhode Island.
Rhode Island.
Yeah.
And it's a ton of fun, honestly. There's donuts in the morning. Come out and bullshit. I mean, we'll be bullshitting all day, which is honestly what we do every day, but we're not usually here on Sundays.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch the F1 race and then come over.
When's the F1 race?
9 a.m.
Okay, so Corey will be signing autographs at about noon.
10:30. No, I'll be over here at 10:30. I live a minute.
That's true.
I'll be
Yeah.
over here like 10:30.
I'm going to be here. Josh is going to be here at all.
Unless it's a runaway, then I'll just leave.
No, I'll be here in the morning.
Josh is bailing on fancy dinner.
We'll see.
Exactly.
School stuff.
Where's the cardigan?
Open
Yeah.
house. I don't even know. where that thing is.
Minimum blazer.
Do you
Minimum.
even know if anyone will be there? This is like the recital.
So
Yeah, you get
different
bail on
school.
that.
This is high school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, different school. Not Dessert Boy. We're kind of banking on this, but I don't know. We'll see.
This is the big money.
Yeah, we'll
No
see.
whammies.
We'll see. I mean, I have showed up to the school before to drop Travis off, and nobody was there.
Yeah.
because they didn't inform me until
I did that
we,
in college at an exam once.
we got there and the power
I
was
was
out.
no one at class. It's the final exam. Probably should have gone to class the last 8 weeks.
So like, I started to take the highway, and I'm like, this is rather deserted. That's weird.
Mm.
But I continued on my way, and we pull in, and he's about to get out.
should've just let him
He
go.
doesn't know what the fuck's going on. He's ready to go to
Is
class.
this the guy you're going to set free? I've been trying to get him to set free.
This is Travis. This is the elder.
Oh, Travis.
Yeah,
Good
this
guy.
This is the
Seen him the other day.
non-dessert boy. Yeah, he hung out. And he was ready to go, and I'm like, hold on, I'm going to call your mom because she's a voice of reason.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh my god, I just got the email. School's canceled.
Yeah, I think it's the other guy you got to emancipate. I think that's what they call it. Just set him free. You know what? You're going.
Aluminum boy.
Yeah, off you go. Drop him off at the aluminum yard. So, yeah, that's coming up this weekend. It is a ton of fun. Please show up. Hang out with your boys. Bring something cool.
Yep.
It's a big deal.
Yeah,
No Nerf
it'll
guns.
be awesome.
What's up?
No Nerf guns.
No Nerf
yes.
guns,
No
correct.
guns.
Yeah.
No guns.
Yes.
No guns.
Guns for the boys. But
No guns
Nerf
for the
guns.
kids.
Yeah, yeah.
Keep the heat off the street.
Yeah, we're also doing a firearms buyback.
Yeah. Come turn them in.
Come tournament, yeah.
I got straight cash. We're ready
Exactly.
to go.
What do you got? But that's a totally different event.
Yeah.
But if
Not-
you're in the area, if you're in the area,
non-sanctioned.
yeah, that's a non-sanctioned gun buyback.
We got to kick off a collective congratulations to Grape Whistle.
Grape
Yes.
his
Whistle,
newborn
beautiful
achievement.
child, beautiful child. What a
Yeah.
guy.
What a guy. Seriously.
What a guy.
Yeah.
Let's hope he catches the flow that Grape Whistle has. Yeah, hair.
The locks.
Oh, the hair. Yeah,
locks, yeah.
flow.
Flow
I'm thinking flow like free
Skateboarding.
Oh,
skatewear.
he'd probably get that too.
Yeah.
That's
But
what I was thinking.
No, I was just thinking the locks.
congrats
man. Let
to
that
him.
love flow. Yeah,
That's
congratulations. That's a big deal.
Yep.
Big achievement unlocked.
Yeah, kids are great. Not for the first 6
I
months.
was just gonna say, as a wise
First
man,
6 months, a little rough. You're gonna love the hell out of it.
as a wise
It's gonna
man
be-
once said,
it gets,
gets
better.
better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a whole thing we put together for someone else that had a kid. You guys have anything else, or should I just continue?
I
on
got
my fucking
magazine,
disaster?
magazine,
I got-
magazine.
Yeah, I got revival related callbacks. So magazine pre-orders up now. Go
Yep.
hit that up. Do us a favor.
Smash the like
Everybody
button.
who ordered hoodies, those are pretty much going to be in my hands either today while you're listening to this, or maybe tomorrow.
All right.
So we will have those. Those will begin to ship. And then there's one other thing. Oh yeah, all active B4B subs. Keyword active. Just to clarify that.
Subscribers.
Subs, yep, subscribers will be receiving new air fresheners that we made.
Oh,
Went to a new vendor, and the air fresheners look
how they taste?
wonderful. It's
Yeah.
the best. Yeah,
What flavor?
grape.
Nice.
Do I
Yeah.
get one for participating?
I can sell you one.
I'm here every week.
I'm just
Yeah, have
kidding. Yes, I'll bring a couple for us next
All
time.
right,
Yeah.
cool. Because
I honestly haven't experimented with them yet.
okay.
Yeah,
Oh wow,
yeah.
a little experimentation going on.
Yeah,
What if
it's
you
a-
lick it? You follow the like a flying dinosaur around?
No,
or
I
what?
just-
Toad.
Rub it on myself and see how long I can go without taking a bath.
Little Axe body spray on those things. It's just normal paper. We sprayed Axe body spray on. The flavor's
vile.
men's body.
Yeah.
Vile.
You just got like a thing of curve. You just miss them all as you go.
Talk about the cheap
And we'll do
option.
refills. You can come by. $2 will give you a refill.
We'll give you a spritz.
Yeah, we'll hit you
Yeah.
with a refill.
Yeah, but no, I went to a different vendor this time. They're all packaged, sealed, ready to go. They look pretty awesome. The graphic on them is just way more like vibrant. So a little more expensive, but worth the extra money to make them look cooler. So those are all heading out to the active.
So those
B4B
are
subs.
more expensive that we got to give away for free.
but we ordered less of them.
Our business model is incredible.
Well, we ordered less of them. So we're going to switch over to this one all around. Anyway.
And we're going to sell it to somebody at some point.
It's worth.
We should put them on eBay.
It's worth.
Talk about it off the
losing,
podcast.
The
No, it's worth
monetary-
it. The kids are going to
yeah.
love it.
Yeah, it's
Kids are going to love it.
completely different.
Shout out to everybody who's a
Yeah.
B4B subscriber. Did Shook away at the keyboard right
just
now?
left.
Six just left.
just
He's
left.
out
Shook,
of
could
here.
you bring up the new Miata on the screen?
I think he's
Shook's
had
a mess
enough.
today.
I think
Yeah.
he's
His eyes are approximately.
Yeah, we got to get that guy a
3
test.
Yeah.
If anyone's a nurse and get down here right now.
He's barely hanging in there right now.
Okay, so we got that going on. Also, Lock City Drift last event
Yep.
was last weekend. It was a blast. Great to see everybody. Another great season. I believe we're going to have the boys on.
yes. Maybe next week. I
A
don't know.
round, wrap up, a round, not a roundup,
A
wrap up.
wrap up.
Yeah, a wrap
Yeah.
up of the season, a
Yeah,
roundup.
A little season wrap up. See who
recap
won.
of the old, Lock City D
The old D.
2021.
Yeah, solid one. Tell you that much.
It was good. Good.
Sam was out there.
Yeah, it was nice.
Oh yeah, you did. You see, that's the thing. You're out there slanging.
Were you
We'll
slanging?
get into that.
He's slinging the purple.
I need a turbo.
Yeah, we all do, buddy. We all do.
So this past weekend was the last Lock City of the season.
Yeah, if you missed them all, you fucked up.
Yeah, there'll be more next year. I don't
Pre-order.
know the schedule just yet. Yeah, I'm sure we'll know eventually. But it was the last one of the year. Nobody held anything back.
No, it was all out there. There was a lot of a lot of savagery going on.
There was a lot of pushing it. So Mike and crew set everything up, get everybody there. I rolled up a little bit later because I brought my eldest son with me, Travis, for him to
Great guy.
really experience things out there, see how.
Did you get him a ride along?
No, I didn't even bring my helmet. I completely forgot about it, and then I was carrying a bunch of other stuff, and just we were there for a little while. It went quicker than we thought.
I brought my
basically.
eldest son as well.
Brought up new Miata.
Just kidding. That's not. We don't need
All right,
that.
now take it down.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to
We
know
were
you're
missing you.
listening.
We were
Good
missing
to
you.
know you're listening.
Yeah, it was a good time, man. Great season. Excited to have those guys on, but
Yeah.
Lock City Drift.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for
Yes.
another great year.
Every year, right? Just kind of getting better and better. The amount of people that place and that team handles is just like holy shit.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people there when it's up and rolling.
Interesting little tidbit from me. My wife's BMW warranty ended October 24th this year, which is less than a month ago. And the radiator fan went 3 days ago.
They have these things timed.
Yeah.
A radiator fan. It's not a Sulev car, is it?
No.
Oh.
But
That
I
would be
I
covered
should
under
check
warranty.
if it's a Sulev car. I don't think it is, though.
Yeah.
Because it had to be originally sold in California, right?
No.
Really?
My car was originally sold in Rhode Island as a Sulev car.
Really?
Yeah.
I should check if it's
I
Sulev.
still
How
have
do
like
you know?
40,000 miles. Just do a VIN search. It'll come up as like the engine code and then like SULEV at the end. We're ditching.
I'm going to put it on my phone real
Yeah.
quick.
Yeah.
I might be good.
So, yeah, I mean, it's immediately like an $800 repair.
Yeah, mine was covered.
Oh, I'm
Under.
putting this on my phone
So
now.
there's in my 1 Series,
Yeah.
the radiator in it, because the Sulev car has a sensor that's molded into the radiator, non-replaceable. You replace the entire radiator,
Yeah.
but now the sensor. And the sensor fails, replace the radiator.
Au revoir.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the radiator is uber expensive.
Yeah, I mean, this is
You can't get like a Mishimoto.
this is
No,
a
because that
separate.
sensor won't
Yeah,
operate.
there's
yeah.
nothing. Yeah.
This is a separate thing. Like this, the radiator fan can come off and everything,
Hmm.
but yeah, it just stopped. It just doesn't. It doesn't come on anymore.
Spalls.
Just put a couple spalls on there. Just
Yeah.
hardwire them up.
Just with a toggle switch inside the cabin.
No, constant on.
Yeah.
Constant on.
Give me that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, just ignition power.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just not even ignition power. Just fucking wire it to the battery.
24/7.
That's how you get more. That's how you get more. More power.
Well,
But
before we-
anyways, they time this shit. I mean, that's incredible.
Yeah, I mean they're like the Apple of
I
everything.
Yeah,
said
the
it on our
ECU.
Discord. Shout to everybody on our Discord, and
Yes.
people were like, "Well,
That's in here.
you can possibly like they have procedure for this if it's just service." Most people
Someone
be like,
said goodwill.
"Yeah, most people be like, oh, you totally fucked me. It's 20 days after the warranty and it stopped working."
Yeah.
So obviously, I hit my buddy up who runs. I grew up with a kid
Yeah.
who sells me all my cars
Yeah.
at BMW.
Who sold you this one?
Yeah.
At BMW.
He got back to me that he was going to get back to me, and then he didn't get back to me.
Yeah.
So he's
You
gonna,
might have better luck looking into the Sulev if it is.
he's going to get endless phone calls.
Yeah. Just constant.
Come on, man. Come on. So, anyways, yeah, no order me a fan, but I might send it back if I can get BMW to cover this thing.
I
But
don't blame you.
I mean, that makes perfect sense. So I'm trying to trade that thing in, obviously.
Before we depart too far from this past weekend's event, I
Yep.
wasn't at Lock City because I went to go visit Garrett at his little shop, little crafty little shop he's got there,
Little crafty spot there.
and to go over the Beetle
Mm-hmm.
that he's preparing for the Mint 400.
Yep.
I posted a photo of it in the Discord because Discord is popping off.
Discord is popping off.
I just knew what Discord is of the past like week and so 2 weeks maybe.
It's really hitting hard. The Discord's hitting hard.
You know, I'm
For
a
the
big fan of it.
Discord.
I'm a huge fan of it. I'm a huge fan of the conversation going. It's like a giant group chat that I don't have to pay attention to.
I was
Right.
I
You
was
just
awesome.
show up. And then the best part is when you're away, it tells you since new messages,
Yeah.
since whatever.
And if I see it's over 20, I don't go back.
Exactly.
no,
I
no,
just
that's
keep moving along.
I was talking to both you guys about how it's like. So when I'm failing in my garage,
Yeah.
I can live fail on Discord. I can
You
just be
can
like,
live
oh,
fail?
look what I just fucked up. You know.
Oh, it's perfect.
I did
Right,
that at
right.
some point. I forgot what I fucked
Yeah.
up, but it was something.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I
is-
get a whole bunch of stories about fucking up stuff coming up. So
Shook,
don't worry.
is the Discord searchable? Like each thread? Just curious.
Yeah, you can search each thread. We can pin stuff.
Can you
Okay.
control F
well,
or
that's
what?
we don't
doesn't
need to
know.
do any of
He
that.
has
I
no
just
idea.
want to know, like, if something comes up,
He doesn't know.
if something
just
came
wanted
up
to-
where, like,
He has
oh,
no
we
fucking
talked about
idea.
that in the Discord, like
He has
us.
no idea at all.
If we
Search Harlequin.
Oh yeah, give me the easiest word to spell. Harlequin.
Quin. Come on.
no,
Coin.
QU no
Back.
back you there you go there you go yeah enter
Fucking joking me.
indexing. Do we have that many
Indexing.
messages? It's
Oh,
taking
wow.
that long already?
I mean, the boys have been in there.
They've been
Okay.
putting in work. Okay, well, I know
No,
I've talked about
all
it.
right,
now.
so everything you just told me doesn't work at all.
Well, anyway, carrying along.
No, we were searching the questions thread. That was in the general thread.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That's
Jesus.
why.
That's
why.
where.
We're in the
all
wrong.
right.
We were in the wrong
All right,
chat room.
fine. My fault. I take it back.
ASL.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Discord's popping off.
We
But
should just do
anyway,
an ASL room. I'll put that up.
I posted a photo of the car in its current state. Does look a little ways off from being ready to travel 400 miles through the desert. However, well, the most productive thing is Garrett and I both sat down. We brought up a video of a trophy truck, and we followed it, map like line for line, map like turn for turn on a map.
In the bathtub.
I'm ready to go. Yeah.
Oh, you
we
got
like
it.
the 2-man bobsled.
Yeah,
team.
yeah.
We were like,
I've seen that work.
To the left,
I've
to
seen
the
that.
right.
I've seen guys go to the championship with
Yeah,
that
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of
So
method.
you got it down.
I
No.
made it 75 miles in.
Oh, okay.
So here's another thing that I
He
wasn't
got
aware
motion
of.
sick from the video. You know?
No.
He's gonna be
No.
fine.
From the notes.
Yeah. I didn't, it's like 100 and something miles lapped.
Yeah.
Yep.
I thought it was 400 miles
Straight.
straight.
Yeah. No. Big old loop.
It doesn't cut down on the time,
No.
but a long time.
Yep.
I wasn't aware of how long it was.
Yep.
I am now.
And you sent us a video of a trophy truck getting it on the route. And,
Averaging probably 75 to 80 miles an hour.
and that is a trophy truck with struts on struts of
In
Fox.
trophy guys.
Of
Trophy
yeah,
guys.
Travel
just
is the roof height of the beat.
Yeah.
and it still looked like those dudes were just constantly getting punched in the kidneys.
Yeah. It took
The
him an
entire
hour.
time.
So that trophy truck, it took about an hour and 40 minutes to do
A lap.
a lap.
Oh wow. Okay.
So averaging a speed less than half
It's gonna take you about 4 hours to do a lap.
times.
4.
Yeah.
Shook's over there searching. He found out we can do it.
Okay.
That's good.
That's
Awesome.
cool. Yeah.
Well, I did.
Well, it was in different.
He probably spelled it wrong.
Yeah,
I
he
mean, no
used-
one can spell fucking Harlequin. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, okay. Well, fair enough. Good.
Uh,
Well, now we know.
So anyway, that was exciting.
that's excellent. I'm excited for you.
Did you
to
get
be
fitted
excited.
for your rubber?
My rubber, I'm just going to go straight to atmosphere.
You just set the plan.
Visit bands.
PP Pant City, basically.
How many hours?
It
is
is
this
what
gonna
it
be?
is, my friend.
Okay.
How many hours is it going to be?
I think about 14.
Oh, you'll be fine not
Well,
drinking anything.
so
Once
that's
you
the thing.
pass out,
14 in a very hot car in the desert. So
It
you're
gets
gonna-
cold at night.
Well, at least the pee will freeze.
let's be honest. You're in a bug. You may as well pull over and both have a nice piss.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're not setting fucking records.
Wait,
You're going to
do
be fine.
you actually get to wear a diaper? Or not get to?
Well,
but,
the-
like,
the-
are you?
The
So the
conver-
choice is a condom catheter.
yeah.
A urinal sheath.
Yeah. Or straight to atmosphere.
Hmm.
I'm going to atmosphere.
I feel like a little mix between both. I'm sure Garrett can throw a little hole in each side of each door and just
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pump it out.
pump it out.
Yeah.
There might already be a hole in the floor. Who knows?
I just don't know how you stay aroused for 14 hours.
Yeah, I don't know either. I'm concerned.
But good for you.
I don't know.
I mean, if that's the thing all racers do, I get it. I'm out.
I'm getting loaded up on Dramamine and then you know Blue Chew. So I don't know.
Yeah. The Blue Chew would probably do it.
Yeah.
There's going to be a whole gas station section on the dash.
This is going to be amazing.
Scott would be a big fan of this gas station stop.
Right
Oh,
on
yeah, for
30,000.
So anyway, I'm excited for it. I'm
Yeah,
I was
you didn't
more-
have to be.
I was more curious than anything.
Yeah.
And now I'm like into it.
Yeah, this is going to be awesome.
Not that I wasn't into it before, but now I'm like, oh, I get it now. I'm like invested.
This will be
Yeah,
awesome for
yeah.
us.
Yeah.
It's going to be amazing.
Yeah,
I
for
can't
us.
wait.
We looked
It's
at some camera mounts. Well, we're gonna wire up some GoPros.
Okay.
To have like constant power.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm fucking excited about it.
What's the worst gonna happen?
Yeah. No, a lot bad.
That's not true.
But it's fine. It's all
It's
safe.
fine.
It's a safe vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know it's not true.
You know, I get a lot of people asking all the time, DMing me, calling me, texting me, just when I'm in the streets. Chuck, what's going on with your CRV? Well, I'm glad you asked.
Yeah.
My K Series CRV.
I
Well,
saw it out front. It's looking pretty.
yeah. Let me tell you a couple lessons I learned. Cheap Chinese catalytic converters, not great. Don't fit. But you know what happens when I'm in the middle of the night and I finally use my Sawzall to get all the bolts off the header and have to take the header off to get the top of the catalytic converter out. If it doesn't fit, I'm not going to take no for an answer. I broke out the welder, cut off the top of the old one, welded it onto the Amazon one, welded the bung shut that shouldn't have been there. Should have been an indication that it's not for this car.
Yeah.
Put the whole thing together. Doesn't fit at all.
So instead of putting like a bolt in it, you welded it shut.
Correct. I didn't have a
Okay.
bolt, but I had a welder.
Now, when you say it
When
doesn't
you have a
fit at
hammer,
all,
everything's a nail.
is it on there right now?
Not that one.
Oh.
So I took that one off. Just
You bought that one in such haste.
yeah. Oh yeah, didn't even look.
All that work.
Didn't go down without a fight.
No. I mean that thing can't. I'll tell you what that thing can't do. Go back to the cellar. So I, instead of throwing bad money after bad, I swallowed my pride and bought an expensive one from O'Reilly's, who had it the next day.
Yeah.
Able to patch that thing together. Fool me once, I'm not buying another cheapo one. You know. Got that going, and then if anyone follows me on Instagram, which you probably shouldn't, I didn't want my expensive cat to get stolen. So while I was under there with a welder, I welded chain to the whole thing.
You posted that photo in the Discord as well, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
So if you
Oh,
go
yeah.
to steal it, because you can cut through pipe in about 10 seconds, try cutting through chain in about 10 seconds.
Oh, it gets choppy.
It's going to be choppy. Thing rattles a little,
Yeah.
but no one's
I
getting
was
through
gonna
it.
say, how much does it rattle?
No, it hardly rattles. Because
What was your comment? You're going to get about 10 miles down the road?
I don't even. Yeah.
Oh, it was,
I welded every other link. However, when I was welding every other link, I tried to put one on the O2 sensor, kind of surround. Blasted the O2 sensor. That thing got smoked.
You just zapped it.
So cheap Chinese O2 sensor got smoked, so I had to order another set. That one works, but it gave me a check engine light like right away, but it hasn't come back yet. So I think we're in the clear.
you just need to set readiness.
So yeah, I mean, I'm learning my lessons with the cheap Chinese parts, but not enough because I went to put my cheap Chinese crossbars on. Even though I know people at Thule, I just didn't want to bother them with a free car. They give you like the cheapo. Let me start by saying, when you get cheap Chinese parts, you should take the hardware and just throw it in the trash.
Oh, for sure.
Or bring it to the hardware store with you, get matching hardware, and throw it in the trash. So knowing this and preaching this, I didn't do that. I did not use the cheap wrench that came with it either. I obviously used a hex head on the half inch.
Cheap wrench Allen key.
Yeah.
Okay.
I used the old hex head, and I got there's 4 corners, 2 bars.
Yeah.
I got 3 corners done before I finally stripped the shit out of one of them, and had to drill the head off. Then I had to chase the thread. It became a project.
It's misery.
But now I have cheap Chinese bars on the thing. You can't open the sunroof because they're so low.
I like the
With
trend
the box
here.
on it.
Just cheap Chinese junk.
Yeah, all over this thing. Just don't use the hardware. So now I have the ability to put my clout coffin on it, which is on it right now.
Cloud Coffin Boys.
Hit that baby with stickers galore, which is looking real nice. And then I figured the A arms in the front are looking a little very rusty.
Chinese.
So I'm just gonna fluid film the shit out of the thing.
Not replace them, just fluid film.
But fluid film scientifically won't let it get any worse.
I was just going to say, it's not going to get any worse from
It,
the
like,
outside.
freezes it in time.
Will it fester within it?
Probably.
Right.
I mean,
It's creating its
I
own-
think Corey's right. I think it's the mosquito from Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like
in
in
the
the,
amber.
Yep.
It's pretty much spraying the amber.
So it's not its own like ecosystem of rust.
No. It sprays the amber and it captures.
Seals it like
seals
molasses.
it in time.
Like molasses.
So I figure I use like 9 cans of fluid film on the bottom of this baby.
Yeah.
Keep her together. I'll tell you what. She runs.
She
runs great.
I mean, the Titanic's at the bottom of the ocean. That's doing fine.
Yeah, still fine. Probably fluid film. About the same amount of attention paid. Yeah, I mean, it's been something. Once again, I'm going to get back to the fact that I love all the Honda guys out there. I don't get your K series. This car's going, doesn't feel fast at all. Even I thought it was maybe the O2 sensor. No check engine lights.
Didn't fix it up.
Still doesn't feel fast.
Maybe you gotta put an intake on there to wake it up.
Yeah, maybe if I put an intake on it, it'll wake it up.
Wake it right up.
Shook assures me it can take a 200 shot of NAS. So I might throw that on. Yeah, and that is...
What about exhaust?
You know, I kept on having everybody tell me I should just open it up, and that would be the worst thing that's ever happened.
I know it would, but I have to suggest it. What about like a big cannon out back?
Maybe like, yeah, a watermelon launcher or
Like
something.
a universal cannon.
I mean, my abilities of welding are definitely at the point where I could slap a cannon on that baby.
Yeah.
I'm getting way better at welding by fucking up all these parts that I then can't return.
That's not true. We returned those seat rails that welded. Oh, you didn't weld those.
I think that we're still within the time where they could get me for that one. But yes, the S14 seat rails that just so happened to fit in my R32 after a couple smashes with a hammer.
Perfect.
Those went back to Amazon.
Cut in half, 3 inches out of the middle.
really trimmed them up.
Weld them back together, spritz them with some paint.
Next guy's gonna love them. Why is it half flat paint and half gloss?
Imagine if the next guy buys them for an R32.
He'd be also not happy because it didn't work.
They didn't work. Yeah, they didn't fit.
Nowhere to put the seatbelts. But yeah, we had a good time. But the chain is pretty much it's the absolute perfection of my automotive career.
Piece de
the chain
resistance, yeah.
And I put it on the inside, so if you go to cut it on the easy side, you're not going to see it
Yeah.
until you get through the pipe. And you're like, why isn't this thing moving? And then you're like, you'd be fucking kidding me. You know, it's going to take me 5 minutes to weld that back together, so I'll be fine with that.
Just patch it up.
Just patch her up, man. I'm getting nice at welding pipe. Took a little while. Really want to back the voltage and speed off when you're welding pipe.
Yeah.
Tell you that much right now. Ask the first 2 pipes I welded. Also, I figured I'm not great at, you know how you see all these guys do all the lobster tails to make the fucking exhaust change
the
directions?
pie
The pie cuts.
Lobster.
It takes years to learn. Like it's like
I was almost there.
it takes so long.
But I'm going to tell you, that whole system's bullshit. That's all Photoshop.
Yeah.
Tried to lobster tail this thing together. It wasn't
That's like a
having it.
profession. No, but I mean,
No,
lobster-
to make
lobster-
one cut and kind of get it close and then tack it and smash with a hammer so you can weld the whole thing.
lobster
I did that,
tail
no
makes
problem.
way more sense than pie cut.
Yeah,
Think
it's a
about
lobster
it.
tail, like
Think about a lobster tail.
the Italian dessert.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But they also, the pieces that they use are exact pie
I
shapes.
think Zach D told me exactly what angles I needed, and then I forgot immediately.
He's someone who would know.
But
Yeah,
thanks, Zach.
perfect.
I could have used that.
Yeah.
I probably should have just texted him.
Maybe follow back up with that.
No, it's fine. I mean, I figure maybe that's what's slowing the motor down.
At this rate.
But I don't think it has a lot of horsepower. I refuse to look it up because I don't want to know. But there's a bit of a kink. You guys, we'll check it out later. You're
At
allowed
this rate, there is going to guaranteed be something else that needs welding.
Actually, there's a visible kink in the picture I posted, but everyone was so amazed at the chain and the "Do Your Chain Hang Low" song.
Yes.
No one even mentioned it.
First lobster tail.
It's lobster tails. People are looking for the lobster tail.
It's a scrimp.
So, anyways, thank you everybody for asking. The hundreds of people that wanted an entire feature
CRV
every
update.
week on a CRV, and we're calling it the CR Free for freedom.
Did we determine when its first trip to the mountain is?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
coming up.
that's coming up on my next. Oh, okay, we'll get into that because I got another failure post. Snowboard season's coming up, baby. This Wednesday. Let's fucking go. I'll see you at Mount Snow.
Oh boy, you're amped.
Yeah, it is probably not going to happen. I don't think we've got any snow. Is that mine?
I know
No, that's
he
not
hasn't
mine. That's
seen-
not mine.
This isn't yours?
Let me see.
Oh, is that somebody else welded chain?
No,
to theirs? Oh,
no.
Oh, yeah,
mine's
no,
welded
that's
chain. That's way too legit.
yeah, no,
mine.
that's an actual thing.
Nobody's getting through that. Am I right, Sammy?
You're right.
I'm right, boys. Always nice to have somebody back me up. So yeah, snowboard season coming up. We're gonna give it a run up there. I gotta install heated seats next.
Check out
Figure
this
I just-
intersection.
That's art.
Let me see it.
Let me see the strip.
Oh yeah, no, that doesn't look as bad as I thought it looked.
Wait, see what?
I want to see the lobster tail. You got a picture of your lobster
No,
tail?
that's just a part of the lobster tail.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's a real short tail.
Beautiful work, Chuck.
Yeah,
Featured on the Discord.
Yeah.
Also, it's funny because I have a bunch of cars because I'm a fucking idiot. So I had the CRV pulled. I had to go to dinner, right? CRV pulled apart. Can't drive it. I mean, just headers wide open at that. But not even headers. Headers are off the car. My wife's car, my father-in-law was driving, and we were going to his house for dinner, so we're going to pick it up. That's great. I go to start up my X3, got a flat tire. I start my clown shoe. I turn it on, it goes, blah, 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 and it just shuts off. And I was like, okay, this is the kind of evening I'm going to have. Luckily, on the second start, it stayed on. But that brings me to the point that every 2 weeks, I have to patch a tire. So I had to patch a tire on my X3 when I got back that night. Take the wheel off the X3. Tire is fucking gone.
oh,
Like,
wow.
not because it was flat,
Right.
because the other side's fucking gone. The car is 14,000 miles on it. I've owned it for 10 months.
And you burnt through his set?
Tires smoke.
Front
Rear
or rear?
bars. Rear.
I've
Front
heard
no.
those have a really bad toe problem.
Oh, they got a problem all right now. But now it's a really bad Chuck problem. So I'm putting
How wide are they?
265. So not that
They're
wide.
not that. It's not like the X5.
The
It
X5
was-
had like 325s on it. You get rid of a tire and just be like, well, get a trade. This thing's totaled.
Yeah.
Luckily, my snows are going on, but it brings me to the point that I've had the car for 10 months and I've burned through a set of tires, and I don't even drive that thing like an asshole.
Yeah.
You think those snows are going to make the season?
I think that, I don't know. My M5, I'd get 16 months out of a set of tires.
16 months?
Life changes.
Yeah, about a year and a half. A little less than a year and a half. Yeah, but I would.
Yeah.
And out of rears and driving like an asshole. So I don't know what's going to happen with this thing. I don't think I'm going to put Pirellis back on it because I think Pirellis are trash, or le trash, as we say in not Italian. But yeah, I don't know, man. They're like, I took it off. I was like, you got to be shitting me.
Do you think it needs an alignment?
No.
Okay, it's just
No, because they're like dead center, worn in the center.
they're worn perfectly even.
Yeah, they're worn perfect.
Interesting.
And I was complaining. I was like, well, my Skyline I get. And I was like 2,000 miles out of set of tires. So, okay, never mind. But that
like,
thing,
that's like a year.
I'm driving like an asshole. That's a year. Yeah. I get 2 seasons out of Skyline tires, but it's not a lot of miles.
Yeah.
But I do drive. I mean, I have a rear-wheel drive switch. That's what happens. But yeah, that's if you get one of those, get ready. I mean, I'm just gonna drive around the CRV from now on. So
There you go.
That's it.
problem. Nothing has ever. I drive around all this stupid shit, and this is road I always drive on every day. I'm like, well, how has nobody fixed this road? Like, it's terrible. Drive the CRV down it. I get it. Road's perfectly smooth.
No reason to fix it.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Why spend the money?
I drive through bumps that I avoid at all costs. I'm just like, oh, okay, it's me. I'm the problem.
You just charge them head on.
Yeah, it doesn't. It does not give a shit. Or I'll just blow through the guy's lawn. I mean, it doesn't matter.
That's my favorite spot going to your house.
Oh my god, gotta go through that guy's lawn. That guy's a fucking asshole.
Shouts young Ben.
No,
not him.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. Anyways, that's a little update on almost all my vehicles. And the only other thing I have is we can, if we want to talk about the podcast we just recorded that's coming out tomorrow
Yes.
with the one, the only
Mr. Brian
Boy Scotto from Hoonigan.
Yep.
Which went really well.
Yep.
And he's been on before, and he was awesome. And we could have talked for hours, and now we get another hour plus with him.
Yep.
I don't know. I think we all enjoyed it.
Might be trimmed down a little less than an hour just because we had some IT difficulties, couple
We
drop
got a
calls
couple
and stuff
drop
like
calls.
that.
We had some real issues.
Yeah, shook.
So, but that bonus episode is going to drop tomorrow, which is Friday. So go check that out when it drops. Always a good time talking to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great guy. And total nerd. We have a total nerd breakdown of his engine for everybody.
Yeah.
It's gonna be it's gonna be awesome.
There's so many alphanumeric codes
Yeah.
thrown out
Absolutely.
into the ethos.
Yeah,
it's-
they're all gonna love it.
Yeah, just speaking of condoms, my God, that's how you maintain for 14 hours there,
Yeah,
buddy.
sure. That's how you do it. Then I don't know if you guys got some callbacks because I got a deep thought.
I got none. I already exposed mine.
I had a deep thought. I was thinking about it today, and I said, you know what? When I get to my destination, I'm going to write it down.
How'd that work out for you?
It's gone.
Totally gone.
It's gone. I think it was the infuriating hour I spent trying to travel 3 miles to my destination.
Hashtag Boston. Yeah. What is your deep thought there, buddy?
Well, this came up when a friend of mine, I'm not gonna really get into it, but had some trouble with his vehicle. You know what he did? And what you should never do? He took his symptom and he put it on the forums.
The WebMD.
Yes.
And my thought is the forums are the automotive equivalent of WebMD.
Yes.
There's such little context involved with what you post up there.
Well, it's interesting because of Jesse alone, who's a very good mechanic. I haven't used the forums in decades.
Yeah.
Because anytime something goes wrong, he knows it's like I got one phone call a day. Yeah. And I called Jesse and he's just like, no, it's not that, you idiot. It's this. And he's like, and stay off the internet. So my buddy looks at the internet. He's having the car goes on a trailer at the track, fine.
Yep.
Pulls it off the trailer, it's misfiring like crazy. And he goes on the forums, he's like, the engine's blown. I got to do a compression test tomorrow. And just like, so I've done this enough
This
times.
seems rather drastic.
Well,
exactly.
I was going to say, this is just how the forum operates. Because if you go in there looking for just a general thing on some general information, you're going to get, 1, not the answer. 2, oh, it could be this. And if you really do this, your motor's blown.
Well, first off, he's not a VW Audi guy, so he doesn't know that coil packs fail pretty much every 15,000 miles.
Traditionally, yeah.
So because I am, by default, a semi-VW Audi guy,
Yeah.
I was like, well, it just sounds like coil packs. I mean, there's no way a car pulls onto a trailer, is off for 3 hours, and then you turn it on and the engine has blown.
Can we name said car?
Yes, and that's 2000.
Okay.
So we went on the Honda forums, and they're all like, well, the car's totally blown. And I'm like, listen, it's just swap coil packs around. But he's looking at the forums, man. And, on the forums, like, I know a lot of people that are great with cars over owning dealerships and having friends that are in the industry. And none of those people post anything to the forums ever. Like Jesse, who's been a professional mechanic for 20 plus years in an automotive space where everything's modified, has never posted anything online. Noah, KD, none of these guys really posted anything online.
Right. Because
those people, instead of posting the forums and asking on forums, they're just like, oh, it's misfiring? Just take a coil pack out, swap it with the other coil pack, and see what happens.
Yeah.
And no posts are ever made. And any of their friends who kind of know what they're doing are just like, hey, what's happening? Oh, just take a coil pack out and swap it around. So, yeah, it's not to say that forums can't contain good information. There's a lot of people that have done what you need to do, and they're great pictures and explanations. A lot of those times, so you look at them, you're like, well, he didn't have to take this off. But nonetheless, if you're looking for step-by-step directions, it's great. But when you go on there for diagnosing what's wrong, it's just a collection of shade tree mechanics knowledge over the years, and sometimes it's just institutionally wrong. You know what I mean? Just and if you read that, let's say you have no mechanical ability at all, and you read your S2000s, motor's blown, and then you take it to Bill's shady dealer repair shop.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, I think the motor's blown. At the very least, they're going to be like, let's just tell this guy needs a head gasket.
Right.
Yeah.
And we'll charge him a couple grand, and we'll throw a new coil pack in the car. So luckily what was done with his is his catch can filled up. Also, obviously read about putting a catch can on an NA car on the forums because literally doesn't make any sense at all.
Yeah, I was saying, I don't know where that
and
comes
it just
from.
puked oil back into. So if he just had pulled it out in the first place, he would have found a bunch of oil. Actually, probably would have panicked then too.
Yep.
Around his plugs, but yeah, luckily the car was fine. But it really is. That's a deep thought. It's just like it is like WebMD. Because if WebMD, you're like, I have an itchy foot, and you go in there, it's like, oh, cancer, you're gonna die.
Right. You're
And it's the
Yeah,
same
you're doomed.
if you're trying to diagnose on the forums what's wrong with your car.
Yeah, that's
not to say there isn't good information on there, but lots of times when it comes to diagnosing,
that's one of the best comparisons I've ever heard. WebMD forums. Yeah, it's just so accurate.
yeah. And I think it's just because people that are really good just aren't on there. Nobody really good's on there.
I use it a lot of times. I'll look and see like someone's kind of how-to on it and see kind of like where, like the turns they made. They were like, hey, yeah, this didn't work at all.
Yeah, no. If someone's like, I got to replace the starter, here's the fast way to do it. Like, yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
But it's
Right.
just diagnosing's a real issue on there, you know? So, super psyched that his car was fine, even though I was fairly certain it was fine until as soon as he mentioned. Because if your engine blows, as I said, it's not going to blow off on the trailer.
Yeah, those motors are starting to get pretty pricey as well.
Are they really? Mm-hmm. Good thing they never blow up.
Yeah. Yeah, they are. It used to be maybe like a $2,500 like buy, and I think now I see them like $5-6 grand depending on mileage.
Yeah, that's getting up there.
Yeah, it's a cool engine.
Moving on up. Yeah,
Yep.
it's a cool car. Great car. Big shout. Glad it's fine. Be ready for next race season. But it's like the last race of the year. You know, you just when something goes that wrong, you're just like everything's wrong. This is
Worst
terrible.
case
Maybe I'll
scenario.
turn it off
Yeah.
and back on.
Yeah.
But yeah. So big shout to Automotive Forums. Really love you. Really miss you. But everything on you's a
Is
lie.
that like
Way to stay consistent.
S2KI?
And at the end, he was like, you know what? You're right. It's just like fear mongering. The
Yeah.
whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was. It must have been S2KI.
like
And you know,
one
there's a bunch of people that have anointed themselves on such things as like the Pro,
Oh yeah.
but like, probably not the Pro.
Right.
Real Pro is probably not on the forums.
There is a local pro actually on.
I know there's
on that
a
forum.
local New England Pro. Yeah,
Yeah.
and he's just. I mean, I don't think he even posted like, "Hey, this happened. What do you think's wrong?" It was more like searching other
It just
forums.
right, and seeing all the stuff.
And as I said, if you just bring it to even a semi-shady thing, I mean, that's some easy money to take. If you bring it in, and if he didn't look at all, and he brings it in with a full catch can, like at the very least, they're going to say they replaced all your coil packs, or they're just going to replace all your coil packs, even though it wasn't necessary, and charge you for it to get a little more cash. You know, so that's why I opened my shop back in the day. There's a lot of crooked bastards out there.
Yep.
I was trying to be one of them.
I was trying to get a piece of the pie.
trying to get my piece of the pie.
Speaking of pie,
My seat at the table.
can't even buy that Reese's one.
You can't buy pie now.
Sold out.
What?
Sold out? I don't know. Well, he bought it for me. That was I don't know 10
Yeah,
years
that's
ago.
'cause I went on a special trip to buy that for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I was at a store and I was like, oh man, what kind of freak would I'll buy it for Corey.
I know just the person. What else do we have for any other callbacks or deep thoughts?
So like
Let's keep this train moving.
Yeah. B for B, baby.
hey everybody.
It's me again.
It's Chuck, Revival Motoring. You remember me from last time we talked about this. And yeah, so what do we need? What do we do? How do we keep this train moving? Well, you might have noticed that we don't have any advertisements at the beginning of this podcast, and that was actually a choice from us, surprisingly, because we all listen to podcasts all the time, and we get sick and tired of ads being read in the middle, in the end, at the beginning. Just not our thing, and we'd rather have it as a value for value platform where if you think this podcast is worth anything to you at all, just send us something. You know what I mean? Maybe send your boys $1. Maybe $1 a podcast. Maybe get on revivalmotoring.com/B4B and sign up to be a sustaining subscriber to the Bucks for the Boys plan, where you can maybe give us $1 or 25 cents a podcast. And I'll tell you what, it helps.
It does. It really does.
What you'd spend on a coffee would be massive for us. It's pretty wild. So
I should donate my own coffee money to,
Yeah.
to Revival because that could be pretty good.
Yeah, no, and so as we said, if you get anything out of the podcast at all and you think it's worthwhile, hey, throw us a couple of bucks here and there. Go to the revivalmotoring.com/B4B, or if you want, go to info@revivalmotoring.com. Jesus, that's a bad idea. Go to PayPal info@revivalmotoring.com, and you can send us any type of monetary amount with a message that we will read on the air: 6969, 42069, 8008. Whatever funny numbers you want to put in there, we're into.
Yeah.
And we appreciate anything that comes through. As I said, we're not going to go behind a paywall unless they come with a dump truck full of money. We will continue doing this even if you don't contribute any money, which I should stop saying. And also, you don't have to throw us cash, man. We got a Discord now, which is super cool.
Yep.
You can drop us news stories, callbacks. You want to make funny graphics about Revival? We're into it. We'll make it into something. We're just down for anything to help us contribute to the podcast, to produce it, and continue to make it. We appreciate everyone who's in there. Josh mentioned earlier that we are sending out a special sustaining subscriber, Bucks for the Boys. What was it?
Air freshener?
Air freshener. Smells like butt. So that's coming out. And thank you.
No, what did we say we're going to spray on it?
Axe body
Axe
spray.
body spray.
It smells like
Okay.
men's body.
Yeah.
And then that's pretty much that. We're just like to make this thing. We're still like people listen to it at all, but
Yep.
we'll take a buck
Podcast
every now and
reviews.
then.
Podcast
Oh,
reviews.
podcast reviews. are
We
one of
have
our favorite
two this
things.
week.
Do we have two?
We have 2 this
Are
week.
they
Share.
readable?
One's, both readable.
Oh, perfect.
One's triumphant.
Okay.
One is triumphant.
Yeah.
Do we want to go to that before we go to our number?
We can.
Yeah, we'll do
We
that.
can.
And I just wanted to say, active subs will get B4B stuff. First round is kind of air fresheners. We've been sending out some stickers. The long-term subs, all that sort of stuff. We'll get some random things. I think we may or may not have to take a photo pretty soon.
Yep. We're keeping track of who gives us what as well. So if we
Yep.
get to certain numbers, we're going to send out special stuff.
Something, yeah, we'll figure something out. Who knows? It kind of could be like what's laying around, whether it be prints, extra T-shirts, some Manscaped
stuff.
collagen,
Yeah. There we go.
something like that. Expect random things because we truly appreciate your support, and that's a very easy way for us to show that. Obviously, we can't make a bunch of stuff because then that defeats the whole purpose of the B4B.
Right. If we spend all
as
the
a
money
whole,
making shit,
Yeah,
we're not gonna be able to
it doesn't,
continue.
Yeah, so we will
It's a
send
beautiful
y'all
balance.
some good stuff when we can do it, but we do plan.
And
the
then we
air
can
freshener is a simple thing.
you know what the nice thing is? We can say incredibly stupid shit, and nobody can pull our sponsors.
Exactly.
You guys are our sponsors.
Exactly. Just nobody's gonna
So
get
just
mad.
support
Yeah.
freedom in America.
Yeah, trying to anyway.
Huck up bucks for the boys.
The old B4B, and then you can hit up PayPal, which we do have some donors this week, and we'll get into that in a minute. After Corey reads the reviews.
Let's hear
but
some reviews.
PayPal at info@revivalmotoring.com. So
Free speech.
We have 2.
Okay, let's go.
First one
Yes.
comes from Robo7527,
Robo 7527.
titled "Car Culture Awesomeness."
Oh boy.
5 stars.
Is that for ours?
It told me it was.
Yeah.
So we'll read it as if it
posted
is.
on the wrong one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super funny car guys who keep it light and fun with conversations. Definitely help my super early morning commute and gives me a few quality laughs each time I listen. You guys rock.
Oh, we appreciate
thank
that.
you. Shouts.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Let's get into something real dark.
Now the next one, which I called triumphant, is left to
Yes.
us by 860 Go.
860 go.
860 go.
Titled 5 stars, left 5 stars. It's aight.
It's
It's aight.
That's
It
all
is
we
all right.
ask for.
And you're right.
That's it.
It is
You're
all right.
Yeah,
It's
that's
all
it.
right.
It's all right.
It's all right.
It's all right.
That's how we feel as well. Probably not even that
To
good
be
about
clear,
it.
AIGHT.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's all right.
That might be a sticker. Revival Motor.
Yeah, we might have to get this guy's
Revival
five
Motoring. It's all right.
Josh, what do we have for messages from our PayPal donations, and what do we have
From-
for new subscribers?
From the B for B's, new subs, Matt W.
Matt W, thank you.
Brian Cass.
Brian
I'm
Cass.
sorry. Brian C.
Brian C,
We've been trying
Thank
to
you,
reach
sir.
you about your car's extended warranty.
thank you.
Ronan H.
I wish I
Shouts to
still had
Ronan.
it. Shouts to Ronan.
Huge shouts to Ronan. And Kyle C.
Kyle C.
Kyle C. writes, I have been absolutely slacking, guys, and I admit it. You guys are truly my weekly long rides to and from work. Keep up the good work. I PayPal'd you for previous episodes. It's not quite $420.69, but it's something like that.
We're keeping track.
Cheers, fellas. Yeah, we
Even
duly
when we get to
noted,
the
sir.
total 420.69.
Shouts
Chip's
to
gonna
Kyle
blow
C
'em
on
off.
his new endeavors.
Yes,
Kyle C.
and he also wrote from the PayPal donations. He just wrote "fuck shit up." We will
Sure
gladly
will.
do that.
Sure will. Already did.
And then Ronan followed up with another PayPal
Wow.
donation as well. He wanted to write sub to B for B, but also had to do the one time for the NASCAR numbers for Kyle and Dan. So keep up the good work, guys, and see y'all in March. Can't wait to finally try shawarma. So
Love Ronan too much.
again, with the Circle Jerks podcast, they basically put out the challenge out there. If anybody wants to, you sub for the B for B, that helps everybody, obviously. But if you want to make a single donation at info@revivalmorning.com, they mentioned just put your favorite driver's number in there.
There
And
you
that's
go.
what Ronan did. So
69?
I don't want to blow people's spots
Okay,
up.
don't blow up this guy's
yeah,
spot.
Yeah. So,
Let the jerks put that out there.
yeah, they can do that.
Love those guys.
Yeah. Shouts. Much
All right.
shouts.
So, also, we have a number.
We have
do.
a number.
We have a number. So, the way to realize how good our last episode was the incredible system we've developed over years of mathematical inquisitiveness, where we go bucks per listen, dollars per listen. So, we take the amount of listens, the amount of dollars we've made,
Yeah.
which would be massive, and divide it by the amount of listens we've had over the past week to figure out how successful our last podcast was.
Do you remember? I don't even remember last week.
Last week was bad.
Yeah, better off not remembering.
Last week was bad?
Bit of
Oh,
a
yeah.
nightmare. Bit
Was
of a
it?
nightmare.
Like
9?
0.8 or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It went down.
No. Last week's episode.
Oh, yeah, it was bad.
what? Yeah. It was bad. Numbers, what?
Yeah, we
Monetary
did a
wise?
bad job.
Yeah, it was not good.
Oh, no, I meant content-wise.
We have climbed Mount Everest.
Have we climbed Mount Everest?
We have now officially had our highest number ever at
No
13
way.
cents per listen.
Oh, wow. Holy shit. That was unexpected.
Turn the lights back on.
That's a legitimate 13 as well. That's not me fudging some numbers
that
to
wasn't
try.
a short for. We got 13?
Dare you say that's a hard 13?
It's an aggressive 13.
An aggressive 13.
An aggressive 13. It's a tight pants 13.
Yeah.
69.
I can't believe it. It'll have 13. It's getting a.
Live with the boys of summer.
It's all downhill from here.
Revival Motoring.
Yeah. I can't believe. Wow. I can't thank you guys enough. I don't ever. We can retire.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
I never thought we'd see 13. If I'm honest, never thought we'd see it.
With the all-time high of being 12, I think, you know what, we'll flirt
I
around.
still thought we'd never see it.
We'll flirt around that mark, but that's kind of just
I
where
think
it's gonna
last
be,
time
week
was
to
like
week.
6.5 cents. What even happened last week? I blacked it out.
We had some generous listeners.
In the arms of an angel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Insert Josh.
And not
editing
to-
Josh. Insert arms of the angel.
And
here.
not to predict the future, but we don't hit 13 next week. There's no way.
We have too many listens.
Yeah.
Double listens.
Yeah.
No, we got to be able to fudge the math though. Just double the amount of money.
Well, actually, no. Maybe we.
Double the amount of money.
Or maybe we just,
Just count it towards one. We're gonna do per week.
Yeah. Well,
We're
that's
gonna-
that's
yeah.
that's things. It's been
Okay,
weekly.
yeah, we can
So
fudge that.
there's things that can affect it.
We should have
So-
had Scotto say something about Bucks for the
the
Boys.
B for B.
But anyways, thank you guys so much. That's astonishing. Honestly,
Yeah, seriously, that's awesome.
I always think either our math is wrong or whatever, and we're just going to go down the spiral to less than 1 cent a missing. But that would require us to have more than 100 listeners. So, not going to happen. But thank you guys.
I'll leave that.
That was your update.
All right, I can close that. All right, let's cue the boys. figure cue the boys first, and then we'll cap off the hotline.
Oh wow, we're gonna do.
Yeah, skipped it around.
Wow.
Changed it up.
What are our
We got
listeners gonna
13.
think? We'll see what Bucks for the Boys says this
Got
week. after
13.
doing that.
Caps are off. All bets are off.
Yeah, we're reorganizing the whole podcast.
Yep.
Well, boys, I don't know if you know or have been aware of, or everything you read on the internet for a couple of days was related to the fact that Acura put out a new Integra.
Oh my God, this thing.
And I've been...
Wait, we're still going on about this?
It's exhausting.
Yeah, but it came out right after our podcast.
Oh, I thought we looked at the white one. Didn't we look at that? I thought that was
That was
all-
the render. Yeah, that was
Oh,
just
okay,
that was
okay.
the
The real
render.
thing.
This was the
render was
official.
looking bad. Came out just the same.
Nailed it.
I mean, this is not a hot take.
Yeah.
But my view on the whole thing is Acura has been making bad-looking / performing cars for the past 2 decades.
Yeah.
I don't know where you guys have been. Your head been under a rock? I mean, yeah, the Acura Legend, the Tag, they were all cool as hell. 20-plus years ago.
They're gone.
Right.
They make bad cars now.
Right. No more.
It's a bad car. It might be a great car. It's not good looking.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
no, it looks like it does nothing for me.
I've never driven a new Acura and been impressed with it either. However, that's not to say this couldn't be, because I can't judge on that. But just looks alone like, what did you guys think was going to happen? You think
And-
there's some cool Integra coupe that
and
looked
the-
like the old one was
I
going to come
think
out?
they had seen the new Z, and we're like, oh,
And we're
wow.
hopeful.
Acura can do this.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing is Cooper. I don't care if Cooper or not. There was Integras that came 4-door, but the difference from the Integra that everybody knows and loves to the RSX, you could see some styling cues and things related. This completely unrelated.
To the
It's a
RSX
Civic-
that nobody knows
It's
or
not
loves.
even the same thing.
It's not the same thing.
No,
it's just
a
not
name.
even.
I mean, neither is the electric Ford Mustang.
Yeah, see?
right. Exactly.
But
That's exactly
Ford
it.
makes cool cars.
Yeah.
At least that
Acura
has
does
like
not.
the taillights that ties something, the headlights.
Yeah.
This was nothing.
There's nothing there.
I know someone on our thing's an Acura fan, and I feel bad for you.
Oh,
I don't know.
There was a couple people who were like, no, this is great. Like,
That's great. That's great for you.
cool,
I mean,
man.
I like some stuff that other people don't like.
basically, it looks like a Civic, and they just put like a TSX front end on. That's literally it.
I didn't even bother. But anyways,
Yeah.
lots of outrage. I don't know what people are mad about. That's what was
What
going to happen.
What did you expect?
That's like being like, you know what's going to look really cool? The next Subaru any car. And it's just like, no, it's not. It's going to look terrible.
like the S4 thing?
Yeah, or like,
Not to
oh,
be totally off
you know what's
topic,
going to be
but-
cool? The new WRX. We saw what happened there. And that was terrible.
right.
There's just, I mean, just don't expect cool cars from Acura
I
anymore.
think, unfortunately, everybody had a much higher expectation because
Why?
of the name. Because of the
People-
name.
100% the name.
The name.
People
that was it.
expected
So
more out of
bad.
Acura
Because
than Acura
it's like if
expected of
Buick was like,
themselves.
we're going to make another Grand National. I was like, oh, well, this is going to be fucked up. I don't know why when Acura fans would be like, oh, yeah, this is going to be cool.
Well, it's because I think partially too, they didn't put the Integra nameplate on the RSX, so it skipped obviously there. But we understand where that was derived from. This was like,
Sure.
oh, it's coming back.
I don't know where RSX came from.
Well, that was essentially the Integra.
It was in Japan. It was Integra.
In Japan, it was
Yeah.
Integra. Okay.
Yeah. So here it
But
was
Americans
RSX.
like letters and stuff.
Yeah.
So
We
I
like
mean,
nomenclature.
Do we?
I hope it's the best driving car on earth.
I would much
guess.
rather have cars named like fucking Baloney Pony.
Yeah.
Versus
Yeah, me too. I'm a big-
Q782
I'll take a
9P1.
What's
Sunfire
the-
over a.
Right. Right.
What's the price of it? Do we know?
I don't.
I just blacked out.
I did honestly.
No, but like, is it like
It's-
cheap?
I know the motor's surprisingly small. It's like a 1.5.
I don't think anything's cheap
I'd,
anymore.
I'd imagine it's the lowest tier Acura.
I
now.
think it's going to be in the 30s at the very least.
It's not
Taggy.
exactly cheap at that point then either.
No,
I mean, the old Integras were sick.
just prototype.
Every time you see them,
When
like,
they
wow,
did the
that's
release, they
fucking
had
cool.
them all lined up.
Oh,
Sure.
boy.
Yeah,
could see
sure.
where it ended.
Get moving
Depending
on
on what
that.
side you're on. If you were on the new Integra side, you couldn't see a single other car that was named Integra.
30 grand.
Yeah,
There
30
you go.
out of a 1.5 liter turbo engine, 6-speed manual.
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing's bad.
Chuck, isn't that the same motor that was in your last Civic?
Yeah, but I saw it said VTEC somewhere, which would make it different.
Okay.
VTEC?
That
Those are my people.
Good thing they put Integra.
Shook, I have VTEC, right?
Because I wouldn't know it was an Integra.
right. Yeah, thanks for that.
So bad.
It's not.
A piece of shit accord.
Honestly, okay. The rear,
What's
not
up with
the worst.
What's up with the
The rear I
exhaust
don't mind.
pipes having yellow in them?
The old
Oh,
yellow.
it's electric now.
That's flame.
Yeah.
Those are flames. Your
Those
eyes are messing with you. Those are flames.
Right. I do not dislike the back as much as I dislike the rest of the car.
Does it have the VTEC? It has VTEC.
Wow, look at that. The first Integra built on U.S. soil.
Oh,
We have achieved
great.
something.
That's why it sucks. Shook, does my car have VTEC? It does, right? It says on top. My car's got VTEC.
Yeah. There you go.
And it's a 2.4. I mean, just buy my thing instead of this for 30 grand.
Yeah, CRV.
Doesn't feel fast though. I can't imagine the 1.5 is going to feel fast either. Anyways, whatever.
Acura debuted it in Indy Yellow Pearl, throwback to the Integra Type R's Phoenix Yellow. It was released just last week in the 4-door version. We have not seen a coupe or a potential coupe version. I don't know if we're even going to get one. Highly doubt it.
Yeah.
Because why bother? But it's out there. It's there. You know, if you like it, you like. Oh my God, that is so bad from the side. It is so bad from the side. It's a CUV. It's like a CUV or an SUV. That's it.
It's a liftback though.
It is a liftback. Shook. You see that?
See that, Shook? That's what makes a car great.
Yeah.
Okay, let's not talk about this car anymore because it sucks and nobody that listens to us cares about it.
On to.
Hold on. Do you want to? Can I carry on my grumpy news deconstruction day?
Yeah.
I got one more.
Okay.
And I got a bunch of texts about this, and I was like, I got to tear this apart. Okay, so I've seen a bunch of articles saying the Dodge Challenger is on course to be the best-selling sports car in America in 2021.
It's considered a sports car?
Problem number one. But yes, by the numbers. And here's the problem. First off, in 2021, is this really an achievement? Dodge makes 10 different models of the Challenger, right? They start at $29K and end at $82K. Dodge in general.
So that's not even where I was going with this. I have a whole different thing.
This is how they're the best selling. Dodge in general has 4 different models of car. Mm-hmm. They have the Durango, the Challenger, the Charger, and the Ram. It's pretty easy to allocate chips in cars.
Yeah.
When nobody wants any of the other cars from your company, no one wants a Ram. I have one. So that's pretty easy. Also, the Vet starts at $60,000. Mm-hmm. So obviously you're not going to sell as many Vets as the car that has an entire range of prices under you.
Yeah, because you have something from 30 grand ish.
To 30 even, 29.
So to what?
You
To
can
100?
To 82.
Any budget.
Yeah. Any budget, you can have one of these.
Yeah, first car to I want to.
If Dodge
go
was
for
like,
broke.
what are we going to put our limited chips in? Well, not the Durango, and everybody knows the Ram doesn't have any chips. So, I mean, that's how that goes. And the Vet starts at 60, and Ford actually makes other good cars, so they have to put chips in other stuff.
Evenly distribute.
And the Mustang is backordered to hell right now. So, not that I don't like the what is this called? The Challenger.
Challenger, yes.
But it's just like it's best loser right now. It's best loser. I mean, if it does take the year by default, that's fine. But I mean, it's such a ridiculous thing. Like Dodge has 4 cars.
Right.
That's crazy.
I've never sat down and thought about that.
Yeah, they have 4 cars. So
Yeah,
if you don't have
much.
a lot of chips, just who gives a shit?
But of the 4, 2 of them, the Charger and the Challenger, have like 8 variations apiece.
Right.
No,
Every-
10. I counted
10.
them.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say every time we bring it up and like look at it, it's just laughable because
And
it's just
then-
like where the fuck did this one come from?
The other thing,
I like it.
which I'm surprised you didn't bring up, is that how many of those are bought by Hertz?
Oh yeah, you know, and I had that written down. Like there are a lot of rental fleet cars, and you got to remember at the beginning of 2020 when everything went to hell, rental fleets were selling cars like crazy.
Yeah.
And now car rentals are crazy money, so they're buying cars like crazy again, and they're buying. I mean, they buy what they can get, and if they're making Challengers, they're making Challengers. So I don't think the Challenger is a terrible car. I actually like the Challenger. I think it's hilarious. Is it the best sports car in America? There's just no way.
I don't know if I could call it a sports car.
No.
It's
too big.
It's almost its own thing.
It
So,
could be
it's a
ranked in the
sporty coupe.
F-150 class.
A GT.
It's the best small pickup truck in America.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just take the
It
trunk
beats out
off.
the
It's a
Maverick and the
pickup.
Santa Cruz
yeah.
by a
Oh my
landslide. Yeah, I mean, is it a GT? Like a Grand Tour?
Yeah, I mean, I guess. I mean, I usually rent them, and that's I like them. They got Android Auto and shit. But like, I usually rent the RT, which is one of the 10. It's a
Yeah.
V8 one. It's the
Yeah.
cheapest V8, and it's just like, okay, you know,
Yeah.
this is great.
Yeah, it is what it is. The Charger, though, I would own one. I would. No shame.
I would too.
I would own one.
I own a
love
Challenger too.
The Charger over Challenger. Have you seen that?
yeah, yeah.
green
Which one's which? What's the
Four-door.
Ford is Charger.
4-door?
Okay, I
I've
like the
driven
Challenger.
I had a Charger last time I rented a car, and I didn't like it as much as the Challenger.
Really?
Yeah, if I'm
but
honest.
it's comical how large their fenders get. They look like a Hot Wheels car.
Yeah.
They are
And
big
the,
boys.
The colors that are offered on the
The colors, you got the date grape.
That
You've got
dark
a bunch of
green.
them. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, so I don't know. It's great for Dodge,
it's good for them.
Yeah, we drews of the pack.
and I love them. But it's hilarious because there's no way that would have happened in any other period.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can't get vets right now.
No, everything's.
The challenge of being the best-selling car is like arguing online. There's no winner.
Yeah, there's no winner. There's no winner.
It's just.
2021 best-selling car, there's no winner.
Yeah, there's no winner. It's like arguing with someone
It's
online.
so funny because on paper, okay, you can call it a sports car, but it's not a sports car.
I mean, the big horsepower ones are big, fast cars.
Yeah, very fast in a straight line.
right. Yeah, I don't know.
It's like it's a burnout car.
It's a burnout car. Yeah.
It's
Like-
a
Right.
And it's the best for burnout. It's the best.
yeah.
You don't want to if there's a car you want to be seen during doing a burnout in, it's a big dog Challenger.
Yeah.
Like everybody look around. I'm doing a fucking burnout right now. I'm not even gonna hit a crowd of people.
It's a good, like, red light car.
I guarantee next year the first Challenger edition is going to be the sideshow, because that is a sideshow car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's a great sideshow car.
Oh, it's made
great
for
sideshow.
it.
Yeah, absolutely. It slips around nice.
I'm not convinced that all the Challengers at the sideshows aren't rentals.
I'm not convinced that they're not Dodge. Just Dodge hyping up the brand.
Yeah, just hyping up the
That's
brand.
how they did it. They're gonna come out at the end of the year at 2022, and they'd be like, "We had a guerrilla marketing campaign. We'd shut down highways and do donuts."
Just sprinkling chips on a corner near you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. So, anyways, that was a little grumpy little piece of news from your boy.
What do you go there, Josh?
I don't have any news.
You don't have any
Actually,
news?
no. You know what? I got a couple tabs pulled open. I haven't dove into this yet, but 2022 Porsche Taycan GTS debuted.
Yeah, it's definitely the Porsche everyone's talking about
It's
right
a
now.
looker. It's seriously a looker.
Well, good thing you mentioned that.
How much have they changed on it?
Well, it's the Sport Turismo one.
Okay.
This
is the first time I'm hearing about it.
Where is this? Taycan GTS.
Should
I'm
we
sorry.
bring
Oh,
these
no,
up
no,
on
I'm
the-
sorry. No, this is the GTS.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I know nothing about this thing. 590 horsepower.
There it is.
It's-
590.
It's funny you mentioned Porsche
Mm-hmm.
because they also put out a car that's probably not as popular as the Taycan GTS Gran Turismo,
Yep.
which is the Porsche Cayman GT4 RS,
Yes.
They put one out?
which came out today.
Just
It
debuted, yeah.
It debuted at the LA Auto Show. Apparently, the only thing that happened there.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know what was happening.
Exactly. Cayman GT4 RS. This comes with the 992 GT3 motor.
Oh, mama.
Gives you 493 horsepower and 331 foot-pounds of torque. That's 79 extra horsepower, 14 extra torque over the normal GT4. Slightly less power than the GT3 because there's going to be a reason it's more expensive. The GT3 is a little more expensive. 9,000 RPM red line. That's 1,000 over the poor guys in the GT4s.
It's a lot.
7-speed only PDK. Only a PDK car. 0 to 60 in 3.2. It's got tons of aero, swan neck rear wing, knock-a-ducks and underbody shit. And if I'm honest, it might not be a hot opinion. I think swan neck rear wings look like total rat ass.
It's not for me.
Yeah, looks terrible. I think
On the right car.
on like a
Track only.
Pagani thing or something
Yeah.
I'm into. But
On this, the rear end of the Cayman looks a little too stubby for it to work.
yeah,
it just
it-
looks.
in the
yeah,
wing on the normal GT4 is
looks just fine.
is the jam.
Came in GT4 RS.
It's lower. It's 49 pounds lighter. It's got that banana RS fender scalloping, which is just like wide
yeah,
by the car.
that's one of the pieces de resistance there.
And if you order the Vistack package, which is the race package for people who definitely aren't going to race these things, instead of rear windows, it comes with intakes,
Oh.
Yeah.
which
I
is sick.
love that.
Cool
Yeah.
thing is Porsche said no non-limited numbers.
Yeah, not limited numbers, many as you want.
They're projecting to be at dealerships, 2 people, literally by the end of this year.
Any way you want it, just the way you
What's
need it.
MSRP?
$140,000.
$145,000.
That looks amazing.
Yeah, it's a ridiculous thing.
That's the Club Sport one.
Yeah, that one's,
That's not.
that's serious business.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a cool looking car. It's definitely gonna rip. It looks very, very aggressive. I also had no idea it was coming out until I saw it like on some bloggy stuff today. But
It's been teased and tested at the.
it's
the
serious business. Josh and I were
Nürburgring
talking.
for
It
a
looks
while.
better than the GT3. The front of the GT3
I like
looks
it.
bulbous.
Yeah, I like it better than the GT3 front end wise.
I felt the same way about the regular GT4.
That it looks better than GT3.
Yeah.
I think the GT3 until the most recent one looked better, but I think the most recent GT3 doesn't.
Yeah, the
look
most
great.
recent one. That's I'm just going apples to apples in that regard.
But yeah, this thing with the knock-a-duck. So this is a Vistack package because it has the vents, and the Vistack I think has knock-a-ducks on the hood. It has blue wheels, which is
wheels.
cool as
Yeah.
hell.
Yeah.
Well, this one has blue wheels.
Yeah, you can buy a watch with it to match.
Yeah, you can buy a watch with your car serial number on it,
Yeah.
which is a very Porsche guy thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's fucking cool.
It looks
I'm
like a
not gonna lie.
manual there.
No, it's not.
It's interesting how they make it look like a manual.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, it can't be.
Yeah.
Won't give you one.
Yeah, they won't
It's-
do it because the existing GT4 Trans no likey.
No, like
That's interesting.
So
yeah,
yeah,
there's an article that went into it a bit, but
but
Is
it's
that
cool.
like the final design for it?
yeah.
Oh,
This,
yeah,
this
that's
is
it.
out.
That's
This
the
is
old
out.
boy.
These are press photos.
that's coming out.
It's one of those deceiving things. Like, let's make it look like this. I'm surprised they didn't go with the traditional like shaver, like razor style shifter
Right,
that
right,
the rest of the cars
right.
have.
The old Gillette.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's your typical GT car to RS car. You know, it's got all the crazy shit and scallop fenders and
It's got the
lightweight
vinyl,
stuff. It's like 70 pounds lighter, I think.
vinyl sticker.
Oh, 49
emblem.
pounds lighter. Yeah,
Right, yeah, exactly.
it's painted. Look at that. There you go. So, anyways,
Looks
that's
nice.
a cool fucking
Yeah,
car.
it's awesome.
It's going to be very expensive.
Sure, it's going to sound phenomenal.
Yeah, and I'm sure some guys will track them.
Yeah, there will be because
Yeah, people
again,
beat
there's
these
no
things up. Why not?
no
And there's
limited
no
numbers.
limit. No limit. So buy as many as you want. No limit
Yep.
records.
Get out there. No
Big
limit
shout.
soldier.
Golden tanks and stuff.
No limit soldier.
The only thing I got other than that, which follows my complaining ideas of this whole week, the giant infrastructure bill that's going to pretty much just plow my children into never having money again. That went through for $1 trillion. Although it wasted extreme amounts of taxpayer money, will now finally allow us to have adaptive headlights in America.
Excuse me?
We don't have that?
No, adaptive headlights are not allowed in America until now. So we can have cool adaptive headlights now.
That's
What am I
nice.
missing? What's technically an adaptive headlight?
It allows the car to like form beam patterns and do crazy shit to make lighting better.
All the shit that we want on headlights from other countries
Interesting.
Yeah.
now applicable, I guess.
Like not just auto high beams anymore. It's just stuff like anti-dazzle. Like if you get your high beams on, someone's coming at you, it'll turn the right high beam to the right and turn the left one off. Like crazy shit.
You know what that requires?
What's that?
Chips.
Lots of chips.
Chips. Yeah.
You
Oh,
know
we're
what they
not
don't
going to
have?
get it, but it's allowed.
You know
Right,
what they
right.
don't have?
Well,
Because prior to this, like our extensive headlight stuff would have been auto high beams, like you had said, or the cornering, like motors to move them left and right, and that was like, ooh,
Right.
yeah,
We've really-
historically, the states are way behind in headlights, and they always
Safety.
happen. Like it's like if you put your headlights in old BMWs, all of a sudden you're like, holy shit, I can see with this thing. It's not
Yeah.
just candle power anymore. We're still that far behind, but this $1 trillion bill is all it took, and now we're gonna be able to get that.
That's all I'm gonna get out of this.
Oh no, you're gonna get taxed more and stuff,
Get taxed more and
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway,
but you have nice headlights now.
Yes.
So thank you, government overreach. Let's go.
Shouts.
I should have thrown this in after you were talking about the Dodge thing, but Ford's transaction prices are up about $4,000 in October 2021.
Transaction prices.
And now, just like you were talking about the Dodge, like discrepancies of like, is it really the best-selling car? Like Ford's, is it actually up $4,000, or is this accounting for dealer markup in the transaction prices as well?
In massive
Because
inflation.
all of their vehicles now carry the Bronco, standard Bronco, dealer markups everywhere. Mavericks for sure. Bronco Sports, depending on the trim, dealer markups. Every single Mustang, dealer markups. Mach-E's sitting on the lot. F-150s, it is what it is. But they have a handful of cars in their lineup that are all carrying these dealer markups across the country, no matter where you look. I've looked because I'm trying to buy a Maverick at some point.
Lady truck.
Or it was. And it's just like, oh, okay, like, it's ridiculous. Like, you're just not going to pay that. So, is it actually up? Are they actually making more money? Oh, I'm technically, yeah, they are making more money. But it's not because of the vehicle. It's because they're fucking short.
Just added to it.
Yeah.
And they're probably just not discounting anymore, too.
No.
Right. So but think about all the discounts that existed before. So
Yeah.
it's maybe it would even have to be real markups. But you know what's interesting about that as well? You mentioned the Maverick. I always say it. I'm a Santa Fe guy. I've seen quite a few videos, quite a few articles of the Maverick. Pretty in on that Maverick.
They're beautiful.
Yep.
It's
awesome.
looking really cool.
Yeah.
Santa Fe is an SUV or CUV without a back, but the Maverick really does look like a little pickup truck. It's
Yeah.
like
Little
a
pickup
little
truck.
tiny
Little
thing.
truck.
Yeah.
It
And
looks
it looks
extremely European.
Yeah.
and it looks functional still.
Yes.
Like, oh yeah, I can make that work.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could carry air onto that. No problem. Fill that bed with air.
Yeah.
Air. You can throw a bag of mulch back there.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean,
Maybe a wheel.
I'm about that thing. That thing's
Yeah.
cool as hell.
Speaking of that thing, a lot of people think that's cool as hell. North American Car and Truck of the Year finalists have been announced.
Oh no.
This is actually quite interesting. Again, this is just finalists, so this isn't final. That will not happen until the committee will not vote until sometime. They don't even give me a date. Between December 30th and January 5th. So whenever the fuck they feel like getting together and finalizing this thing,
I heard
come out with some
Lucid just
stuff.
won somebody's car of the year,
I think that Motor Trend, I believe.
even though nobody can have one
Correct.
and it doesn't really exist
Well,
yet.
also the Cybertruck won like best truck deal to buy,
Yeah, there you go.
Best.
Which
well,
makes-
it's only $100.
which makes
Exactly.
It's only $100.
you don't get it.
Beat it.
You don't get
can
anything.
Own an allocation for years for
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
$100.
beat it. $100.
Difficult, right? Touche.
Yeah, those
Speaking
are
of-
always
shout to English
interesting.
Ben.
Shouts to English Ben.
Pre-order the Rivian.
Yes, he did.
Pre-order the Rivian. Pre-order the
Cybertruck?
I mean, we were talking about the Rivian scaling up in the amount of time. So,
Yeah.
at their current pace, in 20 years, Ben should have his Rivian.
I was going to say 2032.
Yeah. Yeah, we finally
did
get a
you get
Cybertruck
that?
voice.
Like Toys R Us?
No, the internet. It's my latest addition to the show.
Love that.
Oh yeah, got a lot of stuff
There's
in
all
there.
the different.
Oh, there's plenty. Hit the one in the end.
Hit,
It's
hit
really
us with a
fun.
random.
Squeeze it.
Don't talk like a robot into it, though. No, Megaphone stinks. Use one of the other ones.
This is like what Snoop had on
Let me,
Joe
Yes,
Rogan.
exactly.
let me see this fucking thing. Oh, really? This happened on Joe Rogan?
The funny thing is, I had it on
Sure,
order.
Rogan.
Spooky. Yeah, there you go.
Is this really spooky? Oh, my God.
There's so,
You know what it sounds like when you turn a Japanese import car on for the first time,
Oh yeah.
and the toll reader and everything. Yeah, or like when you're backing up.
I don't know what number it is, but there is an alien there.
I'm really into this.
And this is a child's toy.
Yeah. Oh, now it's ours.
This is a monster.
I'm not gonna lie, they're all the same voice, just stretched out or shrunk.
Ghost. Alien.
Maybe that's what the. I think that
That's the Cybertruck right there.
that's 100% the Cybertruck.
Yeah.
Well, you heard it here first, folks.
Please don't
Yeah.
break my glass.
I'm in a monster. I think I could do a whole podcast.
From the small grays.
I could do a whole podcast.
Oh no! You know what that sounds like? Home Alone 2 credit card. You got it.
It sounds like Ben Stein. It's an
Do
old
you have
reference.
dry eyes?
Yeah. So now we have an
Take
accessory on
Ben
the table.
Stein's money.
So again, North American voting
Yep.
finalists for 3 different categories. 3 separate finalists for 3 separate categories. So North American Car of the Year. Anybody want to take a guess on the top 3 finalists?
Maverick.
Or no, this is Car of the Year.
Bronco.
Some sort of Mazda.
Nope. Leads it off. I don't think this is.
Maserati Ghibli.
I don't think this is in any particular order. Honda Civic, Lucid Air, Volkswagen Golf.
But golf is the only one that
baby.
makes sense. Actually, the Civic.
Where are
does
you going to
too.
get a Lucid Air? Has anyone even driven one?
Lieberman?
Well, I know Lieberman has, and God bless him for driving it.
Yeah,
But like,
maybe his
has
words.
anybody driven one?
His words come with a lot of weight.
They do.
This was the cool one. North American Truck of the Year, Ford Maverick,
There we go.
Hyundai Santa Cruz, and
Here we are.
Rivian R1T. We're
Well,
on to
what
something.
a
boys.
lineup.
They're
We're
like,
on
what
to
are 3
something.
trucks that are going to come out this year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are
Yeah.
2 that are being made and 1 we're waiting for?
Dodge Ram 1500.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, this is for the 2022
Okay.
Car of the Year. So that's how it's. I don't know. And North American Utility Vehicle of the Year, Ford Bronco, Genesis GV70, Hyundai Ioniq 5.
The GV70 looks like it's from the future.
That thing looks gas.
Yes,
It looks
that's
so
the one.
fancy.
Hey,
Oh
Shooky.
my god.
What's the GV70?
That's the big one that we've seen at both Audreyan and we've seen
GV
like one night.
Oh, that
getting
definitely
shawarma.
doesn't look like it's a Hyundai.
Yeah,
It's the
yeah,
one that
doesn't make
looks
sense.
more expensive than every other truck.
Right.
That's why you walk
Right.
by and you're like, is that the Rolls Royce?
Yeah,
No.
exactly.
Oh, I saw a Rolls Royce Cullinan the other day. By the
Yeah.
way,
Yeah.
That thing fucks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a real good looking truck in real
Again,
life.
yeah, this does not look like it's a Genesis.
Beautiful.
The back of it. Let me see the back of it. Shook.
The booty.
Beautiful.
The butt on this thing though. Baddest to ever do
One
it
of the
though.
best to ever do it.
That thing's gonna put the whole Hyundai team on its back. Or Genesis. It's a different
Yeah.
brand now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the wheels are weird. Those are gonna be terrible to clean. However, this thing is pretty cool.
The wheels look 3D printed.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Get
look
that,
it.
get that vibe.
Out of plastic.
I imagine for the dollar amount, it's probably not.
How
Yeah.
many dollars is it?
Yeah, Shook. Pull
It
up.
says it's attractively priced. Hit the article.
There we go.
Attractively priced is questionable.
Oh, wow.
63
What the hell?
42?
63.
You gotta catch all the boys right on this.
Oh,
range.
my
Raging
God.
up to 63. So you're maxing out.
Cheaper than the BMW X3 and Mercedes-Benz whatever GLA, I think.
Oh,
or
shit.
GLC.
Look at that 3.5 liter T.
You
as
can
well.
max out at 63.5.
Let me just give me that shit
Realistically,
maxed out.
that's not awful.
And you know Genesis is gonna hit you with those deals as soon as they can start making cars.
They're gonna hit you with the 10-year, 100,000 mile as well.
Hey, you
That
trying to
Hyundai's
drive this
known
thing?
for.
Wow. All right, I get
Forever.
why this thing's, up there for utility vehicle of the year.
I don't know what kind of utilities you're doing, but
Not many.
Drive it around.
yeah, it looks like a great to and fro.
yes.
Yeah. All right.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Thank you.
there we go.
Thank you, Hyundai.
So that
that
is
interior.
holy shit. Look at that tunnel in the middle.
Let me see that tunnel.
Show us that tunnel, Shook.
Show
Come
me
on.
your tunnel.
Give the old.
The old love tunnel.
Bend over and I'll show you.
Get us there.
Oh, there we go. That hump.
That is.
Is that a goddamn Fisk
That's
Karma?
just a bad
It
picture.
looks like a diner.
That's not the right angle for
Yeah,
that.
that is a bad photo.
That's beautiful.
That is not.
Give me another. Keep it moving.
It looks obscure. It looks like it's. Looks like it. Do you ever see those? Those.
Maybe it's just a big armrest.
Do you ever see those memes? Is it a hot dog or legs?
Yeah,
That's what it looks like right there. I don't quite know.
it's always hot dogs. Everyone knows. It's always hot dogs, never legs.
Yeah, that photo doesn't do it justice. But that interior looks
Those
wonderful.
premium
Yeah.
details.
You think
Looks
it's got like a big
absolutely
slappy sound system? I hope so.
Oh, those look like they wouldn't be terrible to clean.
No, I thought they were holes straight through.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
say that's
no,
gonna
those
be,
look pretty
that's gonna be
good.
tough.
Whole
Tough
thing's
out of the
cool.
old-
I can't wait to see that
Genesis
set of
bad
wheels
is cool. I like
on,
the
like,
hole on that baby.
a Mark V. You know,
Yeah.
like someone's gonna take them off, put them on.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
going on a Mark V immediately.
yeah.
Ooh, that's a
Uh,
nice one.
That is it for my news.
Same here.
I had a quick little one.
Okay.
Jay Leno
Yeah.
Yep.
shatters Bugatti Chiron quarter mile time to set new world speed record in the Tesla Model S Plaid for quarter mile. What do you got?
No, I'm just looking at the buttons.
Oh, he said it 9.4 seconds.
9.4 seconds.
What was the
9.4 second. Before that, I think it was 9.7. Let's see. Oh, actually, that's not true. It was 9.4. He said a shattering time of 9.24.
So the funny thing is about this
That is it.
is that.
Oh, did I leave that
Oh
out?
yeah, no, that's
That is the
No,
Plaid.
no, that's what you're saying. What about the model Plaid?
I don't even know what you said. Yeah.
Yes, so that was the Plaid that went 9.4,
Yeah.
right?
And
so
now it went 9.247.
He beat the Plaid?
no, the Plaid.
What
made-
is it? Is he driving a
maybe
goddamn
I didn't
Plaid?
explain this right.
Or Bugatti?
Bugatti Chiron had the record.
Right.
World's fastest quarter mile
Here
on a
we go.
production car. Leno hopped his little jean wearing ass in a Tesla Model S Plaid, that lovely man of himself, and he ran a 9.247, beating the world record.
Yeah.
Now, Tesla's professional driver set a record after him of 9.34 second, which is 1/100th of a second faster.
Jeans are heavy, man.
Yeah.
I was gonna say there's a lot of factors there.
Denim is heavy.
Yeah.
You'll love to see it.
Leno says, I mean, this is quote unquote, 1/100th of a second. Come on, I think I was robbed.
We do too.
What's
buddy.
going
We
on?
do too.
Yeah.
What is no, that's Seinfeld. Never mind.
What's the deal with the model Plaid?
What is the deal? So the funny thing about this car, again, as you know, Tesla, they always just have a thing with all their stuff.
They have a thing with all their stuff.
The thing with all their stuff. There's always something. Whether
Yeah,
it
that's what I'm
be-
saying.
whether it be
I know
the,
what you're
the
saying.
fake driving, the whatever, the gaps. There's always a thing. So there are tons and tons of people who have now purchased these Model S Plaids and very quickly realize that they are braked.
Oh yeah, yeah. Everybody knows that.
It's a heavy vehicle.
Heavy and
Very,
1,000
very
horsepower.
fast.
And there are just countless stories coming out of just like, yep, lost my brakes. They told me you shouldn't have been driving that fast spiritedly. And it's just,
Correct.
obviously
It's the oldest story ever told.
it just turns into an argument. They think the obviously brakes should be upgraded, et cetera, et cetera. There's a guy who,
Yeah, but these are guys like shattering the speed limit.
These are
Yes.
these are form guys.
Not that
100
not that they shouldn't have the correct brakes, but like if you take your Plaid to like 150 miles an hour, and you're like, oh, it doesn't brake very hard.
yeah.
Like you probably should have figured that out at like 65 miles an hour.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's just, to me, dare I say, the uneducated with speed.
Right, but I mean, it probably needs more brakes. But yeah, if
Oh,
you're-
no, it definitely does.
most Plaid guys get it. This is the fastest
To
car in the
complete it
world,
as
and they're not fast car guys.
It's being touted as, sports car.
Yeah, killers. And they're like, oh, it only takes like triple the
Supercar.
time to
Right.
stop.
Right. So, you might
Double
want to
the
just
speed.
add that to it.
Or at
Just
this
to-
point now, hypercar technically.
realistically, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stand on the brakes,
No matter how much fade you get, like
Just
how fast.
stand on those babies.
Oh, instantly.
2 feet on the brakes, boys. All these Plaid guys, all these Tesla guys, you just lifting off the throttle to slow down.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
So
That-
that's not because that's another thing I was going to ask is
Well,
like with
I
the
was gonna
Plaid,
say-
does it have that?
Yeah, it
I'm
definitely
sure it
has
does,
one.
but it's not going
mode.
to stop you doing, 160.
No, but it's going to help. It's like a backup braking.
Yeah.
system.
that'll help.
And most guys, before they make their runs, they turn it off.
You gotta.
I'm sure it's like turning the AC off
Right,
to get more power.
exactly.
Yeah,
Traction control, AC,
2 feet
turn
on the
off the
brakes.
radio, windows up. Yeah.
I mean, yes. Let's face it. It's 1,000 horsepower car in the hands of anybody that has money for it. A lot of them are going to get wrecked very fast
Which
in
weighs
very bad
a lot.
scenarios.
And they have been. Yeah.
And a lot of people don't understand. Not that this couldn't have bigger brakes on it, because there are certainly cars that fast.
Well, a guy.
A lot of people don't understand that, like, when you're going that fast, it takes way more time to slow down. So if
Right.
you're just a guy who's like, let's see how fast this thing is, like, yeah, dude, but let's see, you're going to have to learn that it's going to take way longer to stop.
Yeah.
Even if it had good brakes, it would still take way longer than you used to traveling to stop.
And this particular thread I was reading comes from a guy, who clearly has money. And
Well, if he's got money, buy bigger brakes.
well, so that's the thing, is just like he doesn't understand or didn't really get. I don't know. He feel like he was undersold on the car
He
a
was
bit for not
misled?
having misled. Perfect
Misled.
example.
Because all the advertising about how hard it brakes.
Because he gets into how his wife's GT350 has gigantic, 6 pots or whatever.
Well, it's an overbraked car.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, also, it's a car that doesn't have motors that slow the thing down when you let go of the pedal.
And it also doesn't make 1,000 horsepower. But he was just kind of.
And he drives a Plaid and his wife drives a
Mustang.
GT350. Like,
Hey,
we know who wears the pants in this relationship.
I like her.
we're not.
She's just pulling out of the driveway sideways in clouds of smoke.
Yeah, we're
He's
not
like, well,
judging.
I'm faster.
We're not.
Yeah,
We're not
okay.
judging here. We're just
I'm
observing.
judging.
I pretend I'm good for the environment. Yeah.
I'm judging. GT3. Imagine she fires that fucking thing up in the morning.
Wow.
Rowdy as fuck. He must
Yeah.
be like, whoa.
Yeah. Oh, can you turn it? Can you? Or maybe.
Baby, I'm going to work. Good luck with the kids.
Maybe it's that guy.
Yeah. Just
Maybe-
out of the driveway.
Maybe it's the videos of that guy blocking his ears at the gas station.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. That's, I mean, his wife's GT350. Okay.
Yeah.
Like
hey.
the track Mustang. Yeah, it's got
It
bigger
almost
brakes.
sounds not real.
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
like he made that up.
There weren't any photos or anything to back it up, so it could just be forums.
Picks of shenanigans.
Forums.
Yeah,
Tale as old
picture
as time.
shins,
It's
everybody
true.
knows.
It's true.
First words in the Bible, picture shins.
Yeah.
So there's that. All right.
Seen it.
Any other news before we get into the old
No, I got
hotline?
nothing.
No,
Okay.
and then the videos are just all about Hoonigans, so listen to our podcast tomorrow.
Yeah.
with Scotto.
You can call us on our. You can call us on our. You can call us on your cell phone. I know when that cell phone ring, that can only mean car things. I know when that cell phone ring, that can only mean car things.
The mix on that's superb. Also, if we have any listeners that can play the guitar, I've got an idea for another one, but I need someone that can play the guitar.
Yes.
Thank you.
With that said, if you feel obliged, we have a number for you to call. That is 1-840-800-2035.
We got to see if we can make that spell anything. Take the numbers, look at the letters, and spell something.
Revival. 7 letters.
I mean, if that works out, I'd be very
That'd be
impressed.
wonderful.
Let's get a new one.
Probably like butt face or something.
We might have, yeah, who knows. But you can leave us a message. You can ask us a question, whatever it might be, whatever tickles your fancy. So here we go. Here's some.
Don't pre-screen these.
Here's some voicemails that we got. Let me cue that up there. Here we go. And starting with this one, no name, just a number.
Hey guys, sorry I missed you. I'm just giving you a call because I just saw this crazy Aston Martin SUV. I don't know if you guys had ever heard anything or done any coverage on it. It looks pretty crazy. Would love to hear some stuff about it. Give me a call back. Bye.
Oh,
wow, that was
cool.
like a real
Yeah, that
one.
was legit.
That was the first one.
That was a real phone call.
he's probably-
That was really good.
Shooky, pull up the Aston Martin DBX.
It's a DBX. It's not the Rapide. Oh, the Rapide is the 4-door car.
Rapide was 4-door. Yeah, DBX is their SUV. Just recently came out in the past year or two. I'd say 2 years
Is
at
it that
most.
new? I thought I seen one.
Yeah. I've honestly I don't know if I've ever actually seen
I
one
feel
on
like
road.
I've seen one, and I probably thought it was a Porsche real quick.
Well, I'll tell you what. The side strakes on it are rough.
I'm
That's-
sorry, what?
Yeah,
That's the side strakey things weird.
the side angles.
Does it change color or
even
is it
see
just
that.
me? Like, is the bottom have a different color?
Uh,
No,
Or
I
is it
think it's
just a
shading.
I think that's just that particular
It's
photo.
547 horsepower.
2022 Aston Martin DBX, starting at a great fiscal decision of 179.86. I mean 986.
This is probably an unpopular opinion, but I like how it just looks like a taller Aston Martin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
it
you see-
doesn't look like anything
it's the
different.
best we can do.
But the
man.
thing is, apply that to a good-looking car like an Aston Martin, and
Yeah.
that's what you get. Do that to an Integra,
Yeah,
and we
not so
fucking
great.
hate
Don't
it.
mess up the formula.
Yeah, I think it's the mouth.
can we scroll
Yeah,
down
the big,
a little? What do
the
we
big
got?
sperm wheel.
little
mouth.
bit of room in the fender wells there for
Got
me.
any other photos?
I
There
like
we go.
Oh, nice butt
Click
shot.
on that view photos. please.
Solid
got like a
butt.
little-
Is that a
shot.
mid-wing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Whoa.
Oh boy.
A little bit of a dovetail, if you will.
I can't. First off, I can't believe our phone call is actually turning into some type of segment.
Yeah, something useful we can work
Off
with.
road.
Don't
Wow,
worry,
look-
there's plenty more to.
Boys, he's driving through a puddle on a paved road with this thing, so it's
Wow.
serious.
I like
Yeah.
it.
Look at the desert there.
like it a
little
lot.
snow.
What motor is inside of it? Is it an 8? Will it make noise?
Oh, I'm sure it makes noise.
Oh my god! I just bought a van with a Predator motor. No, I'm sorry, Godzilla. Wow, look at that interior though.
Oh wow.
542 horsepower.
That's pretty good. Look at the interior though.
542.
Look at that interior though.
Wow, I like that center section.
The best to ever do it though.
The leather work.
Oh my god! The
I mean,
leather
it's an
work.
Aston, yeah.
This is actually making me understand the Genesis price.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
Right, that's true. That's true. Like, yeah, it's
Like
It's 1/3, 1/4 to 1/3
Yeah.
right.
the price. I tell you what, though, it's not that far off.
It's not, but
Visually
that
in
roof.
photos, it's not far off. I'm sure you get them side by
the
each.
interior did it.
Yeah.
Might be something. Yeah, the interior really gives that
Ooh,
Ford Escape.
I like you
front.
get the
I like
dirty
that.
shots.
Yeah, a couple dirty shots. Stay dirty for me.
Yeah.
Look at the Pirellis in a puddle. Probably already worn. Oh,
there it is.
oh my
There
god.
she is. That's like a stiff upper lip.
Yeah.
It's some chick. That's like a chicken in the DMV. It's
Yeah. That's the nose.
Dude, that fucking tail spoiler, the mid wing. Whoa.
Oh, if that gets you going, under the hood is Mercedes AMG Source twin turbo V8.
Oh, I know what noises that makes.
Yep.
Do you
And
know?
they make the great ones.
Do you guys know? Speaking of that motor,
Mm-hmm.
the GLC 63 AMG is a car. First off, didn't know they made that.
GLC? I thought that was the helmet.
It's like an X3,
Mm-hmm.
the square back one, with like a 497 horsepower V8 twin turbo from the E63 in it.
No.
It's down
no
100
idea.
horsepower, but it's an X3 size thing with a twin turbo weight. Crazy. This car probably has the same motor. But they
This is twin turbo 4-liter.
4-liter twin turbo. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the same motor. But they probably give this thing the full beans. They don't give the GLC that.
Yeah.
Give me another. Shook. Let
Wow,
me see
this
what's
thing's
up
got
next.
a towing capacity of 5,940 pounds.
Well, it's 500 horsepower.
It's got more than the Maverick.
Does 0 to 60 in 3.9 seconds,
Look at that hole.
which is respectable for for a hot
What is it?
SUV. 0 to 60 in 3.9 seconds.
Yeah,
I think that's
respectable.
faster than my SUV. Get out of here.
What the hell is this?
Oh, that's awesome. We got some
We
men
don't
on
need
jet
that.
skis.
Let's
wakeboarding.
move on to. So yeah, shouts to you. Sorry, I don't know your name. Apologize,
But we love you.
but thanks for bringing that up. Now I do know this person's name. Oh boy.
Mine goes 0 to 60 in 3-3.
Oh, Jesus.
Fuck that thing.
We need that?
We got a long message here.
I
But this
love it.
comes from Paul McGrath. So here we
Paul
go.
McGrath.
Hi, the boys. Paul McGrath here, long-time listener, first-time caller. Big fan of what
English?
you're doing. I know that you love a legal loophole and a workaround, so here goes. Established in 1976 with its foundation in Formula One, Tarok's Performance Brakes designs and manufactures all of its own components at their factory located just outside the famous Monza racing circuit in northern Italy. Most notably, the Tarok catalog includes tailored application-specific brake kits featuring 6, 8, and sometimes even 12 piston calipers for thousands of European and JDM vehicles, plus a few domestic cars and trucks too. All Tarok kits include all bracketry, hoses, hardware, and instructions needed for installation, and are customizable with 6 color options, 3 rotor surfaces, 3 pad compounds to meet your personal tastes in the way you drive. The full Tarok range of brake systems can be ordered online at shop.tarok.com, alongside our range of 2-piece and billet bespoke rotors.
He said
Don't
R.
see what you're looking for there, do drop us an email. If you're still playing this message, thanks very much for letting me abuse this feature. And anybody still listening that I haven't offended, don't forget to donate some bucks for the boys. And if you haven't pre-ordered issue 8, get that taken care of too. Catch you later.
I hope that came with a month worth of bucks for the boys there.
So
Jesus.
that was a full. Well, he partaked in building our website.
Yeah,
so
he's the best.
We'll let that one slide.
Tarox
But
Brakes,
full
man. Heard they're the
Tarox
best.
Brakes ad.
Heard they're the best.
Perfect. And he also
You know
gave
what
us
could use
some,
Tarox brakes? That model plaid.
Oh, it should,
Throw some
certainly
Tarox
could.
on there. Slow that fucker down.
Yeah, it certainly could. So go check out Tarox Brakes. We run them on a handful of our cars here.
He said
and we'll
R
continue to
brakes
do
as
so.
if he had something to do with Tarox.
He
Sure do.
might be,
He might be in
might
cahoots.
partake in some of
Might
that.
be in cahoots.
So shouts to Paul. Love you,
But
buddy.
I've got 2 real ones.
Yep. This one may not be
Last but not least,
from Blake Hathaway.
Blake Hathaway to
Here we
fart in the
go.
mic.
Hi, boys. Just want to thank you for all your help promoting the toy drive this Sunday.
Oh.
And a big shout out to all the folks who have already sent in toys and donations. We really appreciate it. So thanks again for you guys being you. And thanks again to all the folks who have absolutely been super generous this year. Not surprising, but it is super humbling to be a part of something that helps so many people. So look forward to seeing you all on Sunday. And if you guys, anyone who can't make it, please feel free to reach out to either the Revival Boys, Kyle at KD Designs, myself, Blake, or Tom, and we can either pick up your donations or collect some cash so we can get some gifts on your behalf. So thanks again, everyone. Bye.
Oh, thanks, Blake.
Using the everybody today, using the hotline for good.
You know what's really funny? You took a drink of water,
Mm-hmm.
and as you put it down, Corey started drinking. I swear to God, you passed the bottle to him. And I thought it killed off your water. I was like, what the? Wow. Blake has that effect on people.
Yeah.
We just we share.
But yeah,
everything.
we're all excited about the toy drive this Saturday here, 9 to 4, and it's for a great cause. So, and Blake's very much a part of that. So excited for it. Wear your blazer.
Shouts. It looks like we got a couple quick hitters here.
Love the quick hitters.
Oh, Josh, get it. Oh. I need to call back one more time to listen to it again. Talk to you soon. Bye. Oh, man, I just got to hear that one more time. All right, thanks. I love you. Bye.
Wait, we got a third. Let's.
Oh, man, I had to just listen to it one more time. So can you send me the MP3 or, like, upload that on Spotify so I can listen to it in the car? Thanks.
Thanks.
That person will remain nameless because it's just a number. And last but not least, this is probably a good one.
Oh, yeah?
I think I was still people.
Everybody comes right back and totally
Well,
redeems
Still
himself.
people using it to its fullest.
So that is the hotline. Truly, thank you everybody for giving us a call, giving us some laughs. Go check out obviously Tarox, and for sure this weekend the toy drive. So like Blake said, just reach out to us, reach out to Kyle at KD. Blake or Tom, any of those guys, if you can't make it and still want to donate. So with that said, we made you sit there for a while, buddy.
It's a nice sit. I
But
had a
we-
really good sit.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a solid sit.
All right,
Glad
so
to have you around.
we can talk about some of the stuff that you get going on.
All right.
Which, first and foremost, if those who don't know, Sammy's been around the New England automotive scene for probably longer than I can remember, at least probably 12, 15 years, something like that. I
I'd say
think.
right. Yeah, definitely.
And is just like us, and me in particular, like started in the Volkswagen scene, has built a handful of cool cars over the years. Currently owns a couple cool cars still. So yeah, when did you start being into JDM stuff?
Before Volkswagens, honestly.
Okay, really? Yeah.
So, I mean, the biggest problem there is to do like the JDM dream that I had. I mean,
Yeah.
I had to have a daily and that.
Right. Your the goal you had in mind, which you've achieved, was impossible. Yeah, you couldn't.
Right. And I was living at my mom's, obviously, as every young.
Yeah, as
Boy
we talked
does.
about, living at
Young
home.
Go Hard. Every young Go Hard does.
So, I mean, I couldn't have a car on jack stands for 3 years.
Right.
So, I mean, respect to mom, but
massive respect.
it took me a while, but I mean, it's probably good that it took me this long because I had a dream and I've been thinking about it for God knows how long. And I mean,
Yeah.
I finally had the moment to. I bought a house, built a garage, bought a 240. Like,
Yeah.
Boom.
I had to, but I mean, that doesn't mean I didn't love every Volkswagen I've owned.
Right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No. I mean, just like us. Yeah. I certainly love a bunch of VW,
Right.
Audi-based stuff, but there's cars that I also love that have nothing to do with them.
Oh yeah, and there's many more that I want. It's just not
Right.
in responsible budget at
Right.
the moment.
And for those who are unsure what the car we're alluding to, was completed just this year, right?
Yes, for the
Okay.
moment. Yep, pretty much. Yep.
And that would be an S13. I believe it's S13,
Yep,
right?
1990 240 SX.
240 SX. What color is it? What color is it finished in?
That is a Blau metallic. It's a Porsche color.
Yep.
Purple as purple can be
Yep.
with elegance.
It's one of the most. That's a perfect way to describe it. One of the most
Respect.
elegant purples.
I think it's. I love purple. It's my favorite color. It's hard to. I mean, I've painted wheels purple many a times, but it's hard to find a purple that suits the body lines of said car. I mean,
Right.
you could see a cool purple, but then you put it on a certain car, you're like, that's not jiving. It looks too Kool-Aid or
Yep.
this. I mean, it took me forever to find a color.
I was going to ask you, how many variations did you go through?
Honestly, I was looking at colors for years when just thinking about it, and then I went to my painter, and the color that I picked was a newer Porsche color, a newer take on the Blau. And he comes to me, he's like, it's like $3,000 in paint alone. I'm like, oh, let's change that. So I made up my mind within a week for this one, which it turned out well because I couldn't be happier with it.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's nothing like painting a car an OEM color that you bash the bumper
You
off
can at
and then
least, right.
yeah.
You don't
but-
have to worry about matching it in 2 years down the
Exactly.
road or
Yep.
whatever. Shouts
Yeah,
the,
you do.
shouts the check.
Yeah, you do.
But yeah, I'm very happy with that.
Yeah. And this has an SR.
Yep, SR20. Just got a 2871 turbo on it.
There we go.
It's all blown up at the moment, but yeah. I mean, odds and ends. I tried to do everything new as I could. The one thing I didn't do new, turbo, and look where we are. But I mean, I had so many friends that helped me. I mean,
Yep.
I can get around a car, but I'm not the most mechanically inclined person. But I mean, with the help of my friends, I built my dream car.
I was going to say, you tackled a lot of stuff on this car, though.
Yes, as much as I could.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
a lot of shadowing from other people. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm coming out of Volkswagens. I can do anything on a Mark V chassis
Right.
or anything. But when it comes to this, it's just I need that reassurance at the same time, you know?
Yep.
And I mean, it's the first time I pulled and put a motor in the car.
Right. I mean, essentially, because we've seen the car. Matter of fact, I don't think I've seen it in person complete yet.
Well,
I think the last time we seen it was at Jimmy's shop, and there was no motor in it.
Yeah. It was a. Yeah.
Yeah.
he was at Fieldworks. You didn't get a chance to see it then?
Not up close.
Oh,
I didn't
yeah.
even leave the booth that day. Yeah.
Didn't
I had a
step
moment
away
with
from
it.
the
Yeah.
booth.
I had a moment with it.
Yeah, I had a moment with it.
So the
Yeah.
Turbsky's seen enough, though.
Oh, we billow in smoke, boy.
It's
And-
had a little time.
And the cool thing is we'll post some pictures of this tomorrow or on the Instagram so everybody can see, and on the Discord and all that stuff. But you built your dream car, and did you have an initial purpose for this car?
Yeah, I wanted to drift.
Okay, and you did.
100%.
And
yeah.
that's the thing. It's like,
Yeah.
because you built this to show car quality.
You know, you get into it, and then you're into it, and then this part's off, and you're like, why would I put that part back on when I could do this part? And then you see these cool trinkets that you can just,
You're a parts guy.
I love parts, man.
You're a parts guy.
Dude,
yeah.
parts. Yeah, that's the wave.
It's the like little like
The subtleties.
intricacies of
The
like the
details.
parts. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I bought pedal covers. For my-
Exactly. It's like
Those things are sick, though. Those things are sick, dude.
it's the stuff you wouldn't really notice, but you know it's there. Eventually, someone will pick up on it with a keen eye.
Exactly.
But it's the chase of finding the parts to know it's going to work with the theme and kind of tie it all
and
in.
then everything flows. I mean,
Yeah.
color. I love color. I work with color every day of my life. So, I mean, I wanted to do a livery, and I didn't want anything that's going to take away from all this body work that I just got done. So I
Yep.
just did a metallic purple slightly off from it. So you still have that.
It almost has a ghost-ish
Right.
feel to it, and
Yeah.
that you really can't, unless
Right.
it almost takes you double takes to
Exactly.
know it's there.
Yep. So, I mean, yeah,
It's
wish I could drive it right
it's
now.
very slick, dude.
Thank
So
you.
I honestly did not know what was going on with the old turbo there.
Yeah.
So obviously tackle that over the winter.
Yeah, I got all winter. I mean, I missed the last event. I mean, I haven't been pushing the car that much just because I'm still a little light on my feet with it. I mean, I'd hate
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
But I am comfortable with it. There's some things, I mean, I don't know.
You want to ease into it.
Yeah, I've waited this long. I mean, what's
Right.
another half a year?
Right. Yeah. It makes perfect sense.
But yeah.
What did you? So did you dyno it just to tune it, or did you dyno it just to give yourself some numbers?
So great friend Jimmy, this car had no motor in it. And I said, Jimmy, I would love to have my car at Final Bout. And he's like, haha, for a couple weeks. And then all of a sudden I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I'll make it to Final Bout. He's like, wait, you're serious? So good friend that he is, I was at work 3 days and he's just helping me get my car to Final Bout, which
Yeah.
Jimmy, thank you. But yeah, so I mean, we dynoed it to tune it. Jimmy put it on a Link ECU, 300 wheel, 300 torque. I don't want anything more because I mean the only thing that's cooler than a cool car is reliability.
Yeah.
So I mean, it performs well.
In that
Feels-
chat, like that's just
It's
yeah.
enough for
That's
me.
Yeah.
my favorite photo.
Yeah. It's awesome.
I love that photo. Yeah, it's I could just smile talking about this car for
Right.
hours.
No, and you can see it, and that's the thing is like I think everybody knew it and like how into it you were, and that's why honestly, like internally here, we even said like, oh man, is he gonna drift it?
Yeah.
Because we know that you were driving some of Jimmy's cars on some of the events, so like
Yep.
you've gotten out there and had at it, but we weren't quite sure because like, oh shit, this is a really nice car.
Hey, if it looks good once, I mean that's good in my book.
Yeah. You got some photos of it out there like that.
Yeah, we got some photos. We'll see how next year goes. I'm not the kind of guy that has to get close to someone or the wall. I'm out there to have fun. and
Enjoy it, right?
just
You don't
enjoy
have
it.
to, not push it.
Yeah.
You know your limits essentially.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And,
And this is just one of the. Or actually, what currently do you have in the fleet?
I now only have this and
Okay.
my all-track.
Okay.
I sold my Skyline.
Okay.
How's the all track?
I love my.
Dude, you
Is it
take
good,
that.
good daily?
It's hilarious how much you take that thing off road.
Not anymore. I finally put coils on it.
Okay. All right.
I was telling myself, I mean, I shouldn't lower this car. I'm going to destroy it. But meanwhile, I'm over here in the woods.
Literally, some of the trails that you've posted videos on, I think Corey and I have looked and like, is he serious right now? Like, this is fucking.
I'm on like the all track Facebook groups, and they're like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "What do you mean?"
It says all track right on it.
And they're like, "It's a car," but then I lower it, and they're like, "What are you doing?"
Right, yeah.
How are you gonna go off road?
Yeah.
Like, what do you want me to do here, guys? But I love it. I mean,
Very tight.
I had coils for it for like 4 months. I told myself, no, I'm grown up. I don't need to do that. and then I was about to go down to a show. I was like, you know what? Pop them on. I got some extra wheels from the 240. Threw
Boom,
those
boom.
on, and now I drive it every day and say, this is too low.
Who painted the 240?
Schmitty did
Yeah.
the exterior bodywork and paint.
Yeah.
Brian spent millions of years redoing my engine bay. I mean, he cut out so
Oh, right,
much
right.
metal,
Yeah.
reformed. Oh my god!
And the only reason I was gonna say it is because there was a couple close up pictures of the 240, and the amount of we just seen a picture of the All-Track as well. The paint looks so much better on the 240. It's night and day, because I was just looking at the All-Track, and you can see the OEM fucking orange peel all over the place.
Of
But
course.
the paint on that car in particular is just inside and out awesome.
Luckily for me, I have two very good body guys that I've been working with. So, yeah, you look at the fire extinguisher that I painted myself, and it's trash. Absolutely trash. Look at that little fisheye boy.
Oh, yeah.
What are
I
you
like the
gonna do?
touch though.
Yeah.
It's a good touch.
Looks good on the internet.
They told me I had to have a fire extinguisher, and I hate red.
Yeah,
So
there we go.
There you go. It's perfect.
Purple it is, man.
Sanded it down, got it ready.
Yeah.
Yep.
The even the attention detail to the very bottom of the engine bay that Brian put in.
Oh yeah.
With like
undercoated it.
like
Right.
the chip guard and then the seam sealer and the correct texture to it and everything like that.
Yeah.
And
like
it's
you can
not-
see it actually perfectly in
Yeah,
this
that's
photo here.
fucking wild.
It's not 100% color matched, obviously, because of the materials you're using.
Right.
But you guys
And
get
I
it.
kind of didn't want it to be. I
Yeah.
kind of wanted it to have
That
little-
contrast.
little flare. So when you're in a corner and you're locked out, I mean, you see this little glimpse.
Yeah.
Just a taste.
Yeah. So I mean, Brian knew what to do, obviously, and there's some parts that are color matched
Yeah.
throughout. But I wanted the actual. fender
I've
wells,
seen
so
recently some other people adopt this exact idea.
it's a phenomenal idea.
Yeah.
Shout out Brian. Hot
Yeah.
damn.
No, it works awesome. It looks great.
It's a big Yarrow Sport thing as well.
Oh, is it?
Yarrow was always big on color matching the inside of the fenders so that the color of the paint would follow throughout the car.
Right.
Instead of them just being black, it like lacked depth. It was like
Love
a big
that.
thing of his.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love that.
It's a nice touch and it goes a long way. So I think I kind of know the answer to this, and I don't think it's a secret. And if it is a secret, we don't have to talk about it. But there's a particular car that you'd like to have, right?
There's so many.
Well, there's one that you've been thinking about, and I think you almost sold the R33, maybe not for, but originally with the intent.
Yeah, there was one.
Okay.
A Corolla.
An 86.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I told myself, yeah, I need that. I was like, I did a season with this car. It's fun on the track, but I need something that I could thrash. And then I started thinking, I'm going to paint it purple. I'm going to put blue freaking seats in the damn thing. I'm going to put a kit on it. I'm going to have 20 grand into a car that I was supposed to beat on.
Right.
But I mean, the big thing is my friend that was possibly going to sell it backed out. So,
Okay.
but it works out for me because responsible me now has fallback money to be adult, which I,
So you're gonna buy something dumb quick.
yeah, I'm going to dirt bike.
Okay.
So that's what I was going to ask.
I
Is
got
there-
parts coming. I don't have the bike yet, but there's parts around.
Parts on the way.
No, I said he's a parts guy.
Yeah,
Big parts
Yeah,
guy.
You'll get the bike eventually. Parts are where it's at.
Exactly.
Dare I say, shifting gears here.
I like
you
Look at this
you
guy.
helped us this summer with the livery I wanted to do on the old potato out
yes, the potato looks
was-
so good.
there. It was awesome. So stoked the way it all came together. Everybody who was involved and made that shitty little car at least look the part for a little bit.
It's not even. It's far from shit. It's a Mark V, man.
Oh no, I just meant like it's pushing 300,000 miles.
No, yeah, I
It's
know.
got some rust. Needs a little
It
improvement,
looks good,
but
though.
no, I'm stoked with it.
It's
Hon-
alright.
It's all
It's alright. It's alright.
I know I have a livery idea that we talked about
Yes.
as well.
I'm
Yes.
ready for it all, man.
So-
yeah, I'm kind of ready to do it. Maybe it'll happen this winter.
Cool.
That would be a perfect time to do
I'm
it.
just afraid it's gonna make that thing too aggressive. But you know what? It's really loud now.
We are all about
Decals
aggression.
Come off,
That goes come right off, right?
and then I'll do it again,
And then we'll change it to another one.
dude.
Yearly.
It's
Yeah,
It's
maybe we'll
not,
do it.
nothing
That's-
better than decals.
that's a good
and
idea,
vinyl.
right?
It's a
It's a good
very
idea.
it's such an impactful thing. We in my opinion, a lot of times wheels in particular and fitment in general kind of help really make or break a car.
Of course.
Can really, really affect the overall look of a car. But the addition of decals, liveries, things like that, take a car that was pretty good to begin with and just it finishes it. It's kind of the
100%.
icing on the cake, if you will.
100%.
How did you go to school for designing that stuff?
I didn't go to school for that. I went to school thinking I would be designing print magazines, etc., or online stuff or packaging or whatever. I mean, I've always loved vehicles and stuff, so that helped guide me towards this. And,
Yep.
and I got lucky enough to get a job where I am right now, designing vehicle wraps and things of that nature. And I mean, I wake up every morning and don't hate going to work, which
Yep.
is great.
No, that's a huge
I get
thing.
some of the mundane things, but sometimes you get the cars in and you're like, wow, I get to just go at this. But on the side, I mean, there's times where I go home and I got nothing going on. I don't want to play Xbox. I'll just design a livery for a random car.
Yep.
And just have fun for myself. And then sometimes I don't even save it. Just toss it in the trash bin. I mean, it's just fun to me. It keeps me moving.
I mean, you did it with the Mark V as well.
Oh,
Add
yeah,
livery
that
to
had
that.
so much. I just went bonkers on that.
That was quite wild. Do you, at work, obviously, you're doing a lot of, I'm assuming, commercial stuff.
More commercial stuff, yeah.
How does that kind of go? Do you
I
work-
try to put my flair on it as much as I can. My
Okay.
rule is I always give my flair, and then once the customer wants to either change it or they're hyped on it, we go from there, and I'm just like, all right, I just do what they want.
Right.
But I like to, I don't know, I like to infuse different flavors, if
Yep.
you will, into making society less mundane.
Yep. Right, because I mean, we all know what a construction truck looks like,
Right.
or a tar truck,
Right.
or something like it's generally going to be the same, like gold foil
Of course.
shit, and you
Yep.
know, I get it, but to see when you do see a vehicle with some, dare I say, flair, it's going to
Yeah.
stand out.
Of course. And that's what you want for your company, right?
Right, exactly.
So-
For that, that again, truly back to the potato. Like
Yeah.
if that thing just had wheels on it,
100%.
Yeah.
It's a whole different venture at that point.
right,
And it's easily exchangeable.
right.
It's not like you're respraying or
It's-
bringing it back down.
It's not permanent.
Right.
So do you have some favorite designs that you can talk about that are out there?
I pull a lot of my inspiration from like old school like Japanese stuff, or like I don't know. It's weird because I'm somewhere in between. Like growing up, I always saw like the Moon Eyes and like Ratfink and everything on my dad's toolbox, and that really progressed me into the American end of my design. But then I like to add like that Japanese flair of the way logo placement is done, and just like tribal but not too tribally, where it kind of still flows throughout the car. So I mean, I can't pinpoint one of my favorite works of art because most of the time I do something and then it's like a month later I'm like, I don't like that anymore.
Yeah. Which is normal for creative
Yeah.
types.
I have a couple that I have, but I don't know, man. I just keep changing it up.
One kind of fascinating thing to me with the leaning towards the JDM side of stuff, the application of these designs and the layout of them often looks perfectly weighted.
Right.
And then when you look at it, it's like, whoa, there's a lot of shit. So
Right. And that's what I like, the balance between turmoil and a perfect flow of the eye. I mean, any design, your eye shouldn't stay in one spot. It should be moving. Everything should pull your eye throughout the graphic, no matter what. I mean, say we're working on a normal commercial vehicle. I mean, we're going to want to come through that graphic, but we always want to end up at the logo and contact information. So, I mean, it's the same thing with like all these Japanese roll calls, if you call them.
Yeah.
You start at the front and then it works its way up, and then you hit the rear quarter, which is the same thing in NASCAR. I mean, your eye travels with the vehicle. It never just stays in one spot or gets mumboed around. It just,
and hence the point of sponsors and things of that nature wanting ad placement on said vehicles. There is a rhyme to the reason, if you will.
Sweet spots.
Yeah. So has there been a really difficult thing for you to design one particular vehicle or maybe a truck or something odd?
Oh man, I get some stuff that's just, I can do it, but so commercial and bland that I'm like, it pains me to just throw this thing on there with Helvetica.
Right.
And like, y'all don't want any striping. You guys don't want anything.
Yeah.
No, just this. I'm like, okay. I mean, I do it for the customer, whatever they want.
Right. Yeah. Ultimately, yeah, that's what you're there for.
But for the most part, I don't have too much trouble with anything.
Yeah.
But at some point, I'm just like, well, I can't have it my way.
So in the process, are you working directly with the customer?
There's normally like a salesperson.
Okay, an in between essentially.
Yep. And then I get relayed the information, and then it goes from there.
Right. Yeah. Just present a couple examples.
Exactly.
Cut sheet.
I like to see, like when I speak to a client. I mean, I say, what are you thinking? Have you seen anything online or in person that you like?
Yeah.
Because it helps from the start. I mean, but sometimes they say, I have zero clue. And you're like,
Yeah.
okay, I'll give it a shot.
Right. Yeah. That's which is rather difficult.
It is, but it's kind of thrilling. Because you come up with this thing that you love, and you're like, oh, they have to like this. And then they're like, ah. But the times where they are like, wow, you're like, yeah.
Yep. I nailed it.
It feels great. I mean, I do a lot of logo design. I mean, that's the same thing. People come, they don't know what they want.
Yeah.
And you just have this vision, and you hope that they're on track with your vision. And if they like it, cool. If not, you just got to keep rolling. It's a job at that point.
Right.
Which is why at the end of the day, I do my own stuff just for fun.
Yeah.
Because I'll have this idea I wanted to fully conceptualize.
Yeah.
And I didn't have the chance. So I'll either put it to the side and save it for like a future person and just swap out some things, or got to keep the juices flowing.
Is that when you do this kind of for fun, just on your own, is there do you always kind of default to a particular vehicle, or are you just all over the place?
I'll do everything. I mean, I love doing modified open wheel race cars.
Okay.
Those are so much fun to me. I'll do anything from that to like quarter midgets. I'll do drift cars. I'll take like an old Camaro and just do like a simple thing on that. It's just anything. I mean, I like I said, I like melding cultures.
Yeah. Right. And again, it goes a long way.
Yeah.
Because you can take something like a Mark V and, see where it could be JDM inspired, but it works.
Right.
Like
exactly.
It actually kind of opens the door for stuff that you would not think works, but it does.
Right. Like I've done like very, very heavy like Bozozoku influence on a modified.
Yeah.
And you'd think, oh, that'd be weird, but it works. I mean, I don't know. You can literally do anything you want in the world, and it'll probably look cool.
Right. Right. Especially when it's executed and thought about.
Right.
And like we were saying before, properly, weighted.
Right.
And things are in a balance to it.
Yeah.
Would you, another car, if you were going to build something, another shade of purple?
I would do it. It depends. If I had another drift car, same exact color.
So, right, and I can see that.
Same color seats.
Hashtag Team Sammy.
Everything. I mean, the wheels that I have in my car at this point, Shook came with me a couple weekends ago to pick up some in Philly.
Yes, yeah.
I was selling the R33, and the guy wanted the wheels with it. I was like, oh, come on. And I go to him. I'm like, I can't do it. I'm not going to find another set. He goes on Facebook Marketplace. It was posted like a day ago. So I'm like, all right, we're going to Philly. So, I mean, I think I've had upwards of like 26 of them.
Holy shit.
That's my favorite wheel ever. So any car I get is getting that wheel.
Yep.
The wheels on my All-Track are the two-piece version of those.
Yep.
It's just if it was a drift car, it'd be like that. But I don't know. I'd like to. I want to get an R8 someday. Cliche.
I was gonna say I think
R8's killer, man.
R8's
Yeah, that's a buy.
I think I remember you a while back saying like this is the car, or
Always.
making a post or something like that.
100%.
Yeah.
That is the mainstay.
Yeah.
I'd like a V10 only. Honestly, I'd probably go automatic. It's technically DSG still.
There's
Yeah.
I think there's two different versions. Like the first gen ones were kind of meh with the I think DSGs.
Okay.
But when they switched to the proper ones, I can't remember the terminology.
Either way, you're gonna be fine.
Because I know it. I always was
Turns
like,
out.
I don't know about automatic, and then I got my Mark 7 GTI in the DSG,
Yep.
and man, I couldn't imagine owning that car with a stick.
Really?
I wouldn't want to.
Yeah.
Like Volkswagen literally last Wednesday released the Mark 8 on their website.
Yep.
And I'm just out there tinkering. I'm like, oh, I gotta get off the
There we
site,
go.
man. I'm like, why would I get a 6-speed?
Right.
I just like the DSG. It's fun to me. It's, I don't know, violent.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, technically on paper, it's quicker.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I can see you can still be engaged driving it.
Right. Exactly.
But then, if you're sitting in traffic, it's not going to suck.
Exactly.
But whatever. There are pros and cons, I'm sure. So what do you, obviously, your employer, you're 5 days a week.
Yep.
So it's just constantly busy, I'd imagine,
yeah,
especially now.
Right now we are moving.
Yeah.
Which I like. It makes the days go by quick, and I don't know. It's nice to know that you got more job coming.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Instead of waiting for the inevitable doom that we're all going to face
Individually.
Right. Exactly. So what's your plan? Obviously, dirt bike. Obviously, turbo. Do you have a plan? It sounds like you were
Landscaping.
Landscaping.
It's so
My man out
boring.
there
All right, so
I
landscaping.
want to do some like stuff to my house.
maybe do some
Knock down
designs
some
in the
walls.
grass.
That stuff sucks, dude.
I have to do it. I gotta do it.
Yeah.
I love it.
I'd like a hot tub,
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
but then you keep thinking about the
Nationwide
R8.
shortage. You're gonna get a 2-man. That's how you save the money and get a hot
Or
tub.
just
2-man.
or just get two mans and put them side by side.
yeah. Even cheaper.
Well, it's like the hotels. You get 2 twins. They're like, no, it's a queen.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Make it work.
It's all about the cubic capacity of sleep. You
Yep.
know, they don't have to be together.
I would like to find at some point after I do these things. I've always wanted an air cooled
Yeah.
Beetle or Gia, preferably Gia, but everything's dwindling.
And
Have I got the guy for you?
everything. Oh boy.
Guy who made our tacos.
Yeah, it's true. Everything's dwindling and going up to
Right.
ridiculous
things
prices.
are seeming out of reach at this
yeah,
point.
a $62,000 Mark One.
Huh?
Just as of yesterday.
That's wild.
Yeah.
See, it's done.
Had a Callaway Turbo though.
So right.
Oh, it was a
That's
Callaway
cool.
car?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a Callaway car?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's sold for
Not for 62 grand.
I
yeah.
know, but still, everyone's like,
I
I, can't
think-
believe just a Mark 1 sold for 62 grand. It was a Callaway car?
But
No,
I
that-
think last year
Okay.
it sold for half of it.
Yeah.
And
Welcome
the year
to
before that, it was
welcome
not
to
year
massive
before that.
inflation.
A few years
This is
before
what's
that,
gonna
it
happen
was
now.
like
Even yeah.
The
Yeah, I
Toyota
don't think it
Corolla
broke
is going to
10.
be 60 grand next year. Don't worry about it.
Dude, even the 8.6s are. That's another reason I said no.
Right.
I mean, it's
I know our
It's not
Bad
worth it.
car.
Chester. I think he was on here a few months back, just saying like
Oh, A86, the best car.
getting parts.
Money's crazy.
Getting
Yeah,
parts
plus-
is just
Plus, he
difficult.
buys all of them.
Yeah, that's true. He's got
Yeah.
most of them, but
like
he
a-
needs Bitcoin when he got all those Corollas.
He's the local, like, 8.6 cartel around here.
Oh,
Like,
100%,
you got to go
man.
through that man if you want one.
1,000%.
8.6 cartel.
Yeah. You get an 8.6 cartel locally.
Yeah, so
Got 'em all.
I've kind of put that out of my head. I mean,
Yeah,
if I want these things, but I'm not gonna spend that.
I know.
money.
It's just right. Yeah, you get to
Put the
think,
money aside for the R8.
yeah, that's it.
Down
Think
payment on an
realistic.
R8.
There it is.
What's
I
a big
love-
payment?
I love the way you're talking to me right now.
yeah.
Let's do it.
Put the
You got-
payment down.
you got the room in the garage.
Go to the Audi dealership and be like, how many liveries you guys need for me to get in one of these?
Y'all got a Merlin purple in
Yeah.
there?
What's going to get me comfortable in one
Oh
of these?
man, that's a good question. Have you designed a? Do you have a design for an R8?
Every day.
I've had them.
Okay.
I don't know if I can do it.
Right.
It's an R8.
Right.
I mean, it
You can.
depends. I mean, I can. I feel like if I got an R8, I want like big wing,
Yeah,
canards,
you'd be a
Yeah.
god.
splitters,
You're
straight pipe.
just gonna wrap it
Yeah.
in gold foil like everybody
Too
else
much.
does.
Straight gold foil.
Oh man, people think my 240's loud in my town. I want my R8 to really show it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really let them know.
Yeah.
It's me and my 10 of my homies out back. Yeah.
You can hear everyone.
We've got something to say.
Every time I
Got
pass.
something to say. All 10 of
Boses
us.
Yeah.
vocal pipes off it, you know?
You have to just like a diesel. You have to turn it off in the drive-through.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You wanted 36 McChickens? Yeah, sure. Run with it.
Have at it.
Well, I know this was kind of short and we covered a lot of stuff earlier on, but truly I appreciate you coming to hang out and everything you did for us with the design and delivery and whatever other questions we throw at you when we
Of course.
do.
It was an
So
honor to come up here.
it's we come hang out whenever you want.
I would love to.
Yeah,
So-
I promise to be hassling you about a livery soon.
Yeah, please do.
It'd be
a
awesome.
lot of fun.
Because
I see a lot of gold foil being used in this one.
For real?
I think where the gold is, you use like the shiny foil.
We'll do whatever you
It'd
want.
be, I think it would be
Like gold leafing.
Oh man.
No, like Hertz, his FC. He's got
Oh,
that.
yeah.
So like
Oh,
that
yeah.
kind
We
of
can do
mirror
that.
gold instead of the traditional gold on that library.
Vinyl's pretty much 3 months out right now. So
Yeah,
you let me
but
know soon.
believe me, I
Holy
know.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually, that's a big factor in your day to day.
Yeah.
Design's
Can't get
fine,
any-
but
can't
if you
get
can't do it,
Because I
holy
imagine
shit.
you take that library and like put a Japanese spin on it with like the shiny golds and kind of the reverse stuff. It could be
I'm
fucking
with
bananas.
it. Let's make it happen.
All right.
Yeah.
It costs
It's a
me lot of money.
long, cold, dead winter we have.
Yeah, it is. It is. I got to finish paying off this lift, then I'm in.
Perfect.
Let's get to some questions. So please feel free to chime in with any of these that you feel like you want to answer as well. Let me hit this button. Go back here. Go to this button. Go all the way
Hit
down.
this thing over here.
Let's see.
TDs.
What's your favorite photo you've taken for issue number 8? Oh, geez. I don't. This is kind of not really a
Selfie.
photo thing. I took the photo, and it was of the potato when we showed the livery at first, but it's not necessarily the photo. I did a design it's basically a 2-page spread, kind of a way to call out all the sponsors involved with the potato. And it's the original photo. I used black as a base, all my text to the left and then to the right, kind of on the second page. But the call outs are just, actually, this is why it's my favorite thing, because it has every company called out with what they, helped us with on the car. And then I decided to add QR codes to the design. So now when you flip open that page and you see it, you can instantly go to either that person or that company's webpage or Instagram right there. Just scan the QR code and brings
That's
right
such
to
a
it.
cool idea.
It's
It's very immersive.
Dude, hashtag thanks Amazon. Long story
Augmented
short.
reality up in here.
Because Amazon obviously trying to sell you everything, just like mini microphones on the table.
Yep.
We received an Amazon catalog in, and my wife and I were looking at it like, oh, it was like a toy-based one. So it was just a bunch of shit.
Amazon's the best. We shut down all the print catalogs. Let's make our own print catalog.
Dude, like
We shut down all the brick and mortar. We're opening up brick and mortar.
Amazon created these legit fucking magazine quality catalog, and I'm just like, they're
they're crazy.
just selling these things. I mean, sending these things out. So
That's how
needless
much
to
money
say,
they got.
Yeah, it's absurd. Doesn't even make sense. So we were just looking at toys for the kids and whatnot, and we noticed the QR code and we're like, oh shit, that's cool. I wonder how good this works. And obviously take my phone out, scan it, click the button, and literally
Automatically buys it.
on my Amazon, app, all the stuff from that particular page are right there. I can just add it. And I'm just like, well, that's awesome. I'm going to steal that idea.
Yeah.
So that's essentially why. So that's probably one of my favorite design pages that I designed in particular for the magazine. So long answer, but
Thank you, Lord Bezos.
Yeah, there we go. Shouts. Jeffrey Bezos. Kevin401, would you
401.
rather be able to travel through space or time?
Time.
What do you mean? I can travel through space right now.
Time, 100%.
I feel like
Here I go.
time could be
What,
self-destructive.
wait, what do you mean travel through space like space like the Final Frontier?
Yes. Orbit. Break orbit. Travel. Interdimensional or interplanetary.
Yeah, I'm going space.
Yeah.
Yeah, your boy's going space. As long as you can safely travel through space, yeah.
They're taking us there eventually. I want to go time.
I'd go
I think
time
they're taking us
first,
there eventually. I want to go space.
but you can really fuck shit up
You
in
could
time.
really mess your
What would
own
you do in
Very
time?
easily.
mental
What would you do in
capacity.
time?
I don't know. It was a million different things.
Sounds terrible. Go to space, see some
I
cool
feel
shit.
like the
Make
main
some
thing,
bets.
the main thing I would do in time, I'd just go back and like come out with the songs that people came out with.
Well,
Right.
can you stop
There's
it? Because that's cool power.
Like, stopping time would be cool.
That does so much though.
Yeah, pop into the bank. Whoop.
Well, that's what I mean. It's just
Mi scusi. Oh,
know.
yeah. You know what? Time's nice because you can go game everything.
let me play this.
And
Place
be
this
like, you know
bet.
what I'm going to do? I'm going to dip back to college. I'm going to mine some Bitcoin.
Yep.
And then I'll
Exactly.
go back to normal and I'll pull that computer. Oh, my God. What do you know?
I'm going to buy this
I'm
website
Satoshi.
called
Boom.
Coca-Cola. I'm just going to buy all this
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
You know what
Fuck
I mean?
that.
Just-
All you got to do is put like $10 in Bitcoin 20 years as soon as it opened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just like, all right.
Yeah,
I'm
here
all
we are.
set. Don't have to travel back in time
You
anymore.
could be Bitcoin.
I think there's a lot of movies about that, though. It's something that always gets fucked up.
You
and
could
then
be
you're dead.
Mr. Bitcoin. Actually, isn't his identity being
Satoshi.
revealed soon or something like that? Or
I don't think so.
I just have to look at it. I should read the whole thing.
Yeah.
I clicked. I clicked on it. I clicked on
it.
it to read it, but I didn't get a chance to read it yet.
That's if I Doge. Like 6 months ago.
the
billionaire.
Jackalope 89.
The jackalope.
Why is bacon called bacon and cookies called cookies if you cook bacon and bake cookies?
Jeez.
That's a
Wow.
fucking deep thought.
I don't like
I've
that
seen it so
feeling.
many times as a meme post on Instagram.
Have you?
Yeah,
Well, I appreciate his
Yeah.
contribution.
I do.
to the
I do too
podcast.
as well because it makes me think every time I see it.
Yeah, it just keeps. I still haven't come up with an answer.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's no. Yeah.
I like cookies.
That's nah. I don't like the way that makes my brain.
And there's
feel.
a bunch.
I'm gonna
Aren't there
turn-
other ones like why do you drive on a parkway?
Park on a driveway. Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
exactly.
Here we go.
Yeah.
because that's the way it is.
Yeah.
But also, depending on how you cook the bacon, you could be baking the bacon.
You
as
could
well.
cook it in the oven.
That is true,
And
yeah,
I've
in
cooked,
the
I
oven.
cook cookies in a frying pan often.
You can. You
I
can
tried
do
to
it
do
in
it
like a skillet.
on the grill
Ooh,
outside one
hot
summer.
skillet, put some ice cream on.
Skillet cookie.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good
that's
idea.
Or breaking all these walls.
Yeah,
That's a good idea.
break them down.
Levi lucks out. If you guys
lucks
had to
out.
move to a different state, where would you go?
New Hampshire.
North Carolina.
Rhode Island.
Connecticut.
Me and Chuck starting the militia over there in New Hampshire. Y'all trying to come? Freedom State, baby.
It'd either be that or Vermont.
I like
keep
Vermont a
going.
lot.
Nope.
I just don't.
Yeah. Big fan
I
of that.
Hard
can't.
no from you.
I have a hard enough time dealing with winter here.
Yeah.
603.
I'd find a way to
Hot
figure it out.
boys.
Yeah.
Shout out to all my boys in 603.
Let's
Miss y'all.
see. Ronan _H21.
Running H21.
Finally, I'm able to send the Irish food care package.
Oh my
Apologies for the delay.
Oh, I have
Any
a bunch of
requests?
wrenches to send him.
We
I
got
don't
a
know where
bunch of
they
stuff
are.
to give him. I think he'll be here.
Oh, yeah, he's going to be here in March.
Yeah. So we're
Love
going to
him.
have a
I want chicken chips.
whole care package.
Yeah, I got chicken chips.
Surprise us. I'm.
The
you know,
UK has, but they got to have chicken chips in Ireland too.
let's see. The Jackalope 89 again.
Jackalope.
Yo, what's your favorite show of the 90s? I like Frasier.
Of the 90s?
I liked your delivery on that, by the way.
Yo, what's your favorite
Yo.
show of the night?
Frasier.
I like Frasier.
Hold on, I gotta check my.
What are some 90s shows? I know
You know what I really
I'm
like?
going to go blank.
All that.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah, that was.
Oh, what's the other one? The proper one with Jim Carrey and fucking Living Color.
In Living Color?
That in Living Color. That was a
Yeah.
90s show, I
don't think I've
believe.
seen that.
Oh man.
The original skit show?
Yeah, that was the OG. All that was good. Oh, I don't know if it's 90s, but Nickelodeon had. Oh, all right. Yeah, if we're going 90s, Nickelodeon had.
Salute you shorts.
Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Yeah,
Salute You
great.
Shorts.
Pete
Dude-
and Pete.
Pete and Pete.
I went to school
Hey,
with Little Pete. Shout out to Little Pete.
Hey, dude.
Was
Hey,
it Adventures
dude.
of the Hidden Temple or
Adve-
something?
Oh,
there was
Legends of the Hidden
Legends of the
Temple.
Hidden Temple. Yeah.
Yeah, same thing.
And then there was that.
Over there.
There was that other show that I always seem to forget.
Home
Yep.
Improvement.
Oh, that was another.
That's,
Oh.
that's the winner.
That hit.
Yeah.
Shouts to what's his name? Jonathan
Tim
Taylor
Allen?
Thomas
Yeah.
JTT.
doing cocaine with Tim Allen.
Still fun.
Doesn't matter.
Yep. Shouts to what's his name?
What's
the guy who
JT
Shook
hey,
looks like.
Shook,
Norm.
what's JTT look like right now? Can we get a picture of JTT? Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Just search Jonathan Taylor
We're
Thomas.
just trying to see what it looks like now. See if he aged out.
Yeah,
Current.
22.
yeah. If you're looking for
Punky
that,
Brewster. You seen Punky Brewster lately?
I'll keep moving.
Woo! That's 10
Subtle
years ago,
Mercury.
actually.
Choose
Subtle
a piece.
Mercury.
Choose
Hold
a
on.
piece. Of,
JTT's looking. He's all tatted up. I heard that he had like. Whoa.
None of that is real.
is it? Yeah, I don't think any of
Is
that's
that
real.
USB drive in his mouth?
All right.
That was. I don't think that's him on the. I don't know who
Oh,
that
it's
is.
a jewel.
There he is, right here. There he is.
They're doing a really good
All
job.
right,
Of,
I mean,
yeah, that,
okay.
he looks like normal.
He, lives,
person.
he definitely lives in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, what was
Wow.
that
That's
taken?
enough. That was a rough strikeout.
Subtle Mercury.
Subtle
Choose
Mercury.
a piece of heavy machinery to drive as a daily.
Oh.
I'd take one of those big desert dump trucks.
Oh, my, one of those gigantic ones.
One of those big boys.
That'd be
Oh
nice.
my God! One of those like absurdly big ones that moves all the rocks just only like 50 yards, but
Yeah,
they got
exactly.
yeah
That's what I'm trying to drive.
can't fit on the highway.
I drive a crane.
With the boom up all the time.
Yeah, to boom up, dude. Because no
No
matter what the
bridges
traffic
saved.
was, you just pick it up, move it out of the way.
No bridges.
That or a container mover.
Yeah.
Oh my
A
God!
container
Yeah, I'd go
picker-upper.
crane
Crane's pretty solid.
for sure.
That or just I'd hop around on a jackhammer.
Big crane.
Trey.e39.
Trey
Is that
39.
Mr. Clean in the picture frame behind you? No, sir. That
Oh,
is
wow.
not. That is
That's POTUS.
POTUS.
Yeah, it's POTUS.
Yeah, that is Mr. Harris.
Mr. Clean driving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
POTUS was playing nice with Ferrari the other day.
Yeah.
I know he was
Mr. POTUS,
there,
man.
hanging out with him.
No, Ferrari's playing nice with POTUS. That's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
One needs the other.
I think
more.
it goes both ways.
I hope so.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll still be himself.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, Project Stinkbug.
Project
Y'all got
Stinkbug.
any song ideas for a 13-ish hour playlist? Asking for a friend.
Yeah, Cotton Eye Joe.
Yeah, exactly. We talked about that. Oh my God, talk
Where you
about
go,
the
where you
trip that
go?
would be. Just listening to Cotton Eye Joe for that fucking
Ding, ding, ding,
race,
ding,
the
ding,
entire
ding.
race.
But once an hour, you get Yankee Doodle Dandy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. You wouldn't even be distinguished.
I don't know what would be worse.
He also writes, I hope Corey likes 3-6 Mafia.
Here it is.
Who doesn't?
Going
I've,
down.
I've heard worse.
It'd be a
In.
shame not to.
Yeah.
Let's see. Baby Yoda
Baby Yoda.
just writes, should I bag the Toyota this winter?
Yes.
Sure.
That's cool.
It's low right now. Why not bag it? Make it up and down.
Yep.
603, big shout. All the hot boys.
Baby Yoda again.
Baby Yoda.
do it have to have cheese on it to be considered a pizza?
It do.
No,
Yeah.
I just
I guess
bakery
not Rhode
pizza.
Island. Bakery pizza.
Well, bakery pizza still has a cheese on it.
Not all of them.
Nope.
Some of them don't.
No, they
This
don't
one
put
was-
any little Parmesan.
Some of them are just
No.
sauce only.
This is just sauce.
All right, that is a pizza. Still.
I don't think
yeah.
you need cheese for pizza. Coming
No.
from a lactose
But you
standpoint.
do need the sauce
Oh,
Yeah.
because
a
then it's just the
sauce.
quesadilla.
A
He didn't say
sauce.
nothing about sauce. He said all
No,
about
he didn't.
cheese.
He didn't. Yeah,
Are
it
you
was
trying to
just cheese.
subtract
'Cause you can
sauce
go
and you get a pizza
white-
chip?
Right, white sauce and still
White
pizza. Yeah,
Pizza.
A sauce.
yeah.
I could
Barbecue
put gravy
sauce.
on that kind of pizza bread, and it's a pizza.
Right, right.
I think gravy DQs it from most everything.
I disagree with you.
But
Except for
when,
Thanksgiving dinner.
where does when does it,
Thanksgiving pizza, little gravy, little
Honestly, man, leftovers are coming up.
Yeah.
it's leftover
I'll
season.
send you a picture. I will make a
It's
leftover,
leftover
turkey
country.
day pizza.
there used to be a turkey
I don't know
pizza
how
we
it makes
bought.
me feel.
There's a place in Providence that's like known for it.
It's delicious.
Where?
And you can only get it on the Wednesday.
That's
right?
it.
Yeah,
What's
that's
And
it.
the line is ridiculous.
What-
You need to
what?
call way ahead.
Where?
Yeah.
It'll come to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a weird name for a pizza
well,
joint.
Having a hard time remembering right now.
welcome to It'll Come to Me.
Yeah. What would
Can
you
I
like?
take your order?
Turkey pizza?
From Lane.jpg,
Lane JPEG.
thoughts on the new retro-inspired Hyundai concepts?
I saw one.
Fellini.
I'm blind.
Fellini?
on
Oh,
the
Fellini does
subject.
it?
Yeah.
I saw one, and it looked like an 80s shitbox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean,
Shook, can you pull up
I
just
believe-
put Hyundai concept so
my,
Sammy can
my
see it.
friend, not this Josh, said maybe we should let the 80s shitboxes bake a little longer in the oven before we break them out again. But I only saw one that looked like an 80s shitbox. It looked like a... Yeah, there it is.
Oh, I saw that thing.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah, and that's exactly how it looks. It's got a bunch of fancy LEDs and screens inside.
Hasn't that been around for a while or something?
The car itself
I think
in
like
that form
50
has.
years.
I like that.
I didn't see that second one
That-
as much.
That
I like
the
the hatch a
steampunk?
little better.
Get
That's
rid
cool.
of
Is
those
that a
things.
tube amplifier?
Yeah.
It's a
I thought
tubes.
clock.
They actually want to make these?
No,
No.
this is
Oh.
purely
Absolutely not.
just.
I like the little
yeah.
hatch.
The hatch is okay.
Or is that mileage? Or speed? What is that? Oh, kill. Yeah,
it
yeah,
says
no, no.
Pony Energy and
It's
Pony,
pony
Speed.
energy. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
pony stuff.
Oh.
That's just pony things. You wouldn't get it. Yeah, I don't know. I
Pony
mean,
Ranch.
I know everybody was about the taillights and stuff.
Wow,
I
they
like-
actually show cigars.
I
in
like
that
the
thing?
mood lighting inside.
I
I think more cars need mood lighting inside.
mean, this thing, like, it's a render, right? So why don't you slam it? It'd look
Yeah,
great slammed.
Yeah.
Like,
Little
I could
curved
fix the
feelers.
render. Yeah, exactly.
Last one here.
Last one.
Fizzy
here.
Nizzy.
Fizzy Nizzy.
Have you watched the Winner Beater Challenge series on YouTube? 'Tis the season. I have not. I don't know.
Winner
who-
beater.
Whom's
is that
man's
Yeah.
does
ECS's?
this?
Oh,
Is
ECS does that?
Was it
Well, they
ECS's?
did one. And Mike Day was on it. I don't know if that's the same one. I don't know who else.
It might be actually. Didn't he flip it?
I believe so.
I think
It'll happen.
it was we got into a bit of a toss up with a deer or something. But I think that's it, right?
Yeah, that's it.
I think we covered it all.
That's all.
Let me crank this back up so we can hear our outro music. Sammy, thank you for coming to hang out.
Yeah,
Thank
thanks,
you,
Sammy.
sir.
I had a phenomenal time.
Awesome,
It
man.
was a pleasure having you.
Shook, anything? Any closing parts from you, buddy? Can you see?
He's
Heavy
hardcore kid walking right now.
Heavy
Yeah.
breathing.
He's about ready to fuck up a Denny's.
Yeah.
As always, thank you very much for listening.
Thank you, guys.
Don't forget to visit our YouTube channel where you can like, comment, and subscribe for more content. Also, check out some of the other shows brought to you by Revival Motoring, Talking Motorcycles, Topics Under the Stairs, the Circle Jerks podcast. Visit our website for more information and advertising opportunities, or if you want to submit to B for B, so we don't have to do any ads. So you can do that, revivalmotoring.com. Don't forget, this Saturday is the toy drive.
Sunday,
This Sunday,
9 to 4.
non-Saturday.
This not Saturday.
Let me see that thing.
21st.
Let me see that thing.
Gotta
Let's,
get in
let's
there.
get this thing going. Let's get this
Yeah,
megaphone.
21st.
Turn this high.
Hit it up.
Not
Saturday.
but Sunday. So
Sunday,
this Sunday,
9 to 4,
9 to 4.
over here in East Providence, Katie
Yep.
Designs, Rhode Island.
Yep.
We're gonna have a big toy drive. Love for you guys to just turn up. Let Katie, let Ocean State Dubs know that the boys can bring a crowd and to help out the kiddos. So
Yep.
and we'd love to see you all. It's kind of like an unofficial donut, meat. So
Yeah, there will be stuff here. I think I don't
they
know
usually
for
have
sure.
donuts. You're definitely allowed to bring them.
I think probably a little bit later in the day there might be food trucks where you can buy some stuff.
Yeah, there is a food truck coming as well.
So yeah, definitely check it out if you don't have anything else going, and if you still want to donate, get in touch with all those guys, or just let us know and
You
we'll
got
lead you
something
in the
else
right
going?
direction.
Cancel it. Come on out.
we'll lead you in the right direction.
Tell
So
them you're afraid of something. Just come on out.
We will see you next week. Thanks for listening. Bye.
Thank you for listening. See you.